Just gonna come on and chit chat. Oh, I'm gonna do a damn TikTok. Me love you. Mm. I was trying to do the TikTok, but I didn't really know what to do, and it kept saying lost connection. It was quite confusing, so I didn't really get it. So I was trying to do TikTok, but I couldn't. I mean, I guess it was. I don't know. Greetings, Melanite King, Mona Long, Lock Tarot Empress, spiritually correct. Naja Jones, Dara Basie, Kayla Boogie, Mariah Walla. What y'all doing? I went out. I went out. Okay, let's talk about it. So I went out, and it was cool. It was cool. It was a cool little crowd. I was sipping, had two margaritas, but so school's closed. Tomorrow. Okay, but it was a cool little crowd. It was some slims in there. Can we just talk about it for a second? And don't judge me. You see, I hit this motherfucker and it cracked all the way to the base. Shit. I had to pull that off. That bitch was hurting. But let's just talk about the situation real quick, y'all. And I know I said I wasn't going to show myself, but don't fucking judge me. Leave me alone. Told you, leave me alone. I was like, I'm cute. We can come on camera. You know. But the fucking police, you know how there's like police that do the like security, that's they're doing a little thing, and their little badges on, and must I say they were looking good. They were all black cops, Mennonites. The two younger ones, they had like beards and like braids type shit. Cops. I said, I started looking around, and the cops are standing there while they smoking the weed. I was like, oh God. I said, this is what they do. Now I'm squinting because I cannot see. I just probably put my glasses on. I don't want to. I feel like it now. I said, man, this is crazy. There was some young black cops. And then I say they was fine. Because they was. They was fine. I kept seeing the one. Looked like he kept looking at me. I said, I see you looking at me, Corper. Mr. Corper. I see you looking at me. He was checking out the court. Now, I got to say, I feel like I look pretty all right. I got so many clothes on my motherfucking bed. I need to clean up this room. This room is a mess. But I feel like my little cute little Nike shirt I just got. I got on my little jeans. So I feel like I was looking good, Got the MAC glow going. Cause period. I think I still look good. I can't really see. It's blurry as fuck. I should just put my glasses on, but I'm not. Don't judge me. Gratitude, Melanite. So I'm like, I see them checking me out, but when I first get there, me and Tatiana, because I went with Tatiana, my daughter. So we go on the other side of the bar, and we standing like we gonna get us a drink. So I say, well, I'm gonna just squeeze in tight, and I'm gonna go to the bar and get us a drink. Cause we standing by the bar, but we're not standing up to the bar. Certain cities or certain states that you go to, they know their own music. So they playing like some good ass music that we can sing to and we know, but they also playing music, I guess, strictly of the city. We don't know that shit. So staying there turned up. Now, as I go into the bar, the bitch is sitting right here, and I do mean the bitch because that's how the fuck I get so sick of our people. But whatever. The bitch is sitting right here. There's somebody else on this side. Now, when this particular song come on, everybody in the fucking bar lose their motherfucking mind, except for me and Todd. We don't really know this song, you know. So now she's like up on the bar stool, like she's standing up, you know, she's waving. She keep like fucking about to hit me in my head, you know, she done brushed my hair. I said, is this bitch trust? Is she? This bitch is testing my gangster. I felt like she was testing my gangster. I said, okay, I'll do this number. Like, you know, that's the warning. Somebody do that to you, that's a warning. Like, bitch, I'm about to slap the fuck out of you. Now, I don't care. She was with a row of bitches, and one of the studs kept looking at me like she was staring me down. I said, either she wants pussy or she know who I am, but either way, not tonight, bitch. I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, the bitch keep turning around, staring at me in my face. I don't know when people why they do that. Just speak. If you recognize who I am, just speak to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was just like, and then there was like a little young girl on this side of the bar at the end of the bar. I kept like, you know, you looking around, and I keep making eye contact with her because she's staring at me too. So I'm like, do they know who I am or do they want some pussy? Either way, not tonight, bitch. I'm with my daughter. So I'm like, okay. But this bitch, it keeps waving that motherfucking hand. Bitch, I'm trying to get my motherfucking drink. You know what I'm saying? But you about to slap the foot. And I'm telling you, I did not care. And I'm one of those people. I'm a strategic person. So even just being in the fucking bar, bitch, I have checked out everybody. I know where the exits are. I know how the fuck I'm gonna get out of there. You know what I mean? I'm about to count how many motherfucking steps it's gonna take for me to get to the car to get my gun. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm strategic, you know? So I'm like, I'm sizing. I know she's with about these six bitches sitting at the bar, but I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, what? Because I feel like she was being rude. I feel like she was being funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you wasn't doing that until I stepped up to the bar. Now you all, you know. But everybody did lose their mind on this song, and I don't know the motherfucking song, you know. But I feel like she was being funny, you know, just extra. So I tell Todd, I said, let's stay. I get the drinks. I said, let's step back. So now we in front of the booths, you know, the booths. And I told Todd, I said, I'll get us a booth because she was like, well, Mom, they're usually free. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, well, I don't know about at this place. She was like, well, I don't know about this place either, you know, but, you know, a lot of times booths be free. Sometimes you got to pay for it. Depends on what day it is, you know. So I'm like, well, we going to check it out. So, well, we vibing because it's like it's like karaoke type shit right now. You know what I mean? So we vibing. They playing all the R&B. The little girls is getting up there. They singing their hearts out. They sound good too. And you know how the whole bar is singing, I get love all over me. And they going, you know, the whole bar is singing. Like, I look around, niggas over there like, you know, like this must be what they fucking do in they city. So I'm like, oh, okay, this is a cute little vibe, you know. All of a sudden, here come. Now, when we back up towards the booth, it's niggas standing around it. Like I said, it was niggas up in there, you know. But it was a big light-skinned dude standing next to me, you know. I'm already checking everybody out, bitch, because just in case I don't make it home tonight, you know what I mean? Bitch, I ain't playing it. So I'm checking everybody out. So here comes some chick, some little thick chick. She was cute too. She had a little baseball cap. Boom, boom. I'm like, what the fuck? I said, Cotita, don't do that. Kind of like this bitch being rude. Like she done walked up to the dude, but now she's like putting herself in between him and I. But she keep like backing up, like hitting me and shit. And I'm like at Todd, I said, these motherfuckers is crazy in here. This bitch keep bumping me. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like I said, oh girl at the bar, I said, what the fuck is happening? And she was like, that is rude, ma. She's like, I know. I'm like, shit, I don't know what the fuck. This probably just what the fuck they do, you know. I say, So then she kind of moved to the side. Then I see her. I guess they was all together. Some girls come up. They stand with him too. She walk off. He had ended up moving around. He came back. When he came back, she came back. This is what he said. He said, "What? What is it, man? What is it?" I said, "Oh, that's his bitch or his baby mama." I knew it was something. I could feel it. I kept saying, "She must think I want this nigga. Like, I don't know this nigga. I'm just standing here, bitch. Like, cause I'm about to get a booth in a minute. I'm just standing there because I'm fucking vibing." I said, "This bitch want me one more motherfucking time, bro." They done made me, I had to leave my weapons, all of the weapons, in the motherfucking car. Like, I really want to crack this bitch, but I got a plastic cup. So I'm like, don't act the fool. Don't do it in here. I'm looking around. I ain't got my glasses on, so I can see, but I can't see. So I'm squinting, trying to just see. It's smoky as fuck in there. The cops, I think they buying weed from these niggas. Like, this shit was ridiculous. They rolling, putting pounds of weed up on the table in front of the cops. Rolling joints. I was sitting there because I went and got us a booth. I'm like, "How do I get a booth, sir?" There's one booth left. How do I get that? He's like, "You got to go to the owner over there." I'm like, she's sitting in the little cut. So I go up on her little, she was in the booth, and I'm like, "How do I get this other booth over here?" She tell me, how much to give her or whatever. So she was like, "I'll send you the barmaid over there." I'm like, "Okay, cool." Because I'm telling you. Then I done went to the booth. Now, like I told you, I'm strategic. So I'm already a reader. So I'm already knowing, like, there's going to be somebody that tries to come and sit at my booth, bitch. And I had to pay for that. And I'm like, "Quatita, how are you going to respond?" And I'm like, "I'm going to try not to do the crazy. Because I don't know these folks. They don't know me. I feel like a few of them recognize me. And that's the crazy part, because people will recognize you before you know them, or know that you know that they know." But I'm always looking around. I'm reading. And I can always tell when somebody recognizes me, because I'm like, "Oh, shit." So I'm like, "Okay, we just going to get this little booth." We get over there. I'm thinking, like, please don't let nobody come over and act a motherfucking donkey and think they just going to sit in my motherfucking station, because that's how our people be doing sometimes. And they just like to back up and sit the fuck down, like, "Oops, I didn't know." Bitch, yes, you do. So we over there, and plus the last booth is right by the fucking door, which is amazing for me. Because, bitch, if I got to get up through, bitch, it's a get up through, okay? Now, they got this little round table that sit right here, right next to my fucking booth. That's where all of the dope boys keep coming, rolling up the weed. The cops is all standing there. Matter of fact, one is sitting at the table. They done came up and slapped hands and shit. I said, "What the fuck is happening in here? Is they selling the cops weed?" What the fuck is happening? It may have happened. I don't know. It may have. I don't know. I was like, "What in the fuck is going on?" But child, can we talk about it? Can we talk about the motherfuckers in the club, honey? First of all, the one bitch, I was like, do her thighs match? Because that ass is fat as fuck. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know. But she got the little cute little jacket on. She got on the tights. I said her ass is round as fuck. I kept saying, like, does they match her thighs? Is that really her ass? And then I was like, oh, well, Jamaica, she got a nice butt like that too. Because I wish I had a Jamaica booty. I do not. Let me show y'all. Oh, girl said, "Queen, why do it keep going flat when you stand up?" I said, "You trying it. Don't look at all the clothes on my bed." But I ain't got no booty. This thing is, but I'm looking thick. You know what I'm saying? So I just, there it is. Yeah. Get it when you're in it. Apply that pressure. But gratitude, bye. So I'm looking around. I'm like, Todd. I said, "There's some niggas in this motherfucker." She said, "Mom, it's a lot of motherfucking niggas in here." I was like, "Girl, I'm over here looking 32, bitch. Knowing I'm 42, bitch, but it's okay. We make it do what it do." I'm like, damn. Now you got the little, I'm a reader, so I'm automatically reading folks in the club, not to them, just to me, bitch. So I'll know who the fuck they is, especially the men. I'm looking at the bitches too, but that should be kind of different, because the vibe I was getting was that they probably had fucked a lot of the bitches in there, and it was one of them, and anybody got time for that. I don't want to have to fight none of these bitches in here, and then I don't know these bitches, because you looking at them because they ass is fat, because I am. I'm looking at them because they ass is fat, and bitch fuck around and think like, but that bitch keep looking at me for, bitch, because you looking delicious, bitch. That's why. Hello. I'm just saying. So I'm like, I'm just not on that right now, tonight. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Either way, bitch, not tonight. Okay. So I'm on it, but I ain't on it. I'm looking at the niggas that done came in here. And I'm like, this one motherfucking tread, bitch. First of all, the two cops. Let's start there. The two cops. One was shorter than the other. He had a full beard and he had the little braids in his hair, whatever. The other one was a little taller. He was thicker. I was like, oh, that's so tight. But I'm like, oh my God. They was fine. Now, why is this important that we talking about the little short cops? The cops. The short cop with the beard had a mouthful of gold. I swear to God. I'm not kidding. I didn't even see it at first. Tatiana was like, I was like, Todd, this the cop I'm talking about. I said, he is fine. She was like, that ain't the one I seen, Ma. You seen the one, the short one with the golds? I said, what? She said, the short cop with the golds, with the beard. He got a full beard. I said, he got golds in his mouth. She said, yeah, he got all golds in his mouth. I'm like, a cop? I swear, I promise. I can't make it up. I bet he got some good dick, though. Just saying. I understand my motherfucking bitches on here that don't like the dick. I ain't talking to you. But I'm just saying. I met the little short motherfucker with the golds in his mouth. That's a cop. Probably didn't fucked a lot of bitches in there. You hear what I'm saying? So I'm like, I ain't seen him, Todd. I don't think I seen that person. Now, what the fuck didn't happen is I told you they both got the braids. I'm thinking I keep seeing the same fucking cop. It's not. It's two of them. One is shorter than the other one. I said, oh. Bitch, you ain't got your glasses on. That's dangerous, bitch. I was like, okay. So now we at the booth. And so I'm sitting there watching because I keep seeing the cop looking at me. And I'm like, fuck around and get a number and some pussy. I don't know. Fuck around and get a number and some pussy. I don't know. So I'm looking. I'm like, see, I don't fuck with cops. I don't fuck with cops because they'll beat a bitch up. And they act like they're untouchable. I've seen them, kill people, kill their girlfriends so they can get away with it type of shit. I don't do all that. I'm not gonna play with you. So I really don't date cops, but these motherfuckers. Now it was 4 cops in total. The little fat black bitch. I feel like she was trying to give me a problem when I came in. Like, bitch, you was cool to everybody else, but when you get to me, bitch, he didn't already search my purse, but she's the pattern. So he didn't search my purse, you know what I'm saying? He said, go ahead. So then I stopped at her. Now, mind you, we're only like 4 or 5 feet. Not even 4 feet. Like a few steps, bitch. A few steps apart. He's checking purses. You step over here. She's patting you down. But you've only patted 2 people down besides me. So I get to her. She like, turn around. She gonna pat, she's standing behind me now. Turn around like, okay. So she's patting me down like, did you check her purse? She said it like I had a gun in my purse. He's like, yeah, I checked that purse. She's like, oh, well, you good? Go ahead. Like, that should have been my first cue that it was about to be some bullshit in this club. Okay. Child. So she was cool, but it was another one. He had dreads, but they had on their mask and shit. So I didn't see how, how he really looked until he sat down and poured his shit down. And he was all right looking too. But he wasn't them two right there, the little two young ones. I was like, ooh. So I've been listen, bitch. I seen the one thick, tall, motherfucking dread. Now this dread that came in, he looked like the depiction, the black depiction of the Jesus picture. That's how the fuck he looked good. You understand me? And he had the hair down, his dreads was down, and then it was folded up in a ponytail right here. You know, I said, bitch. I was watching this nigga like, So now he didn't disappear. I'm like, fuck. And it ain't that big in there. Because I'm trying to watch. I'm just trying to see. So I can see what I see. Oh, Sailor went to CCC. But bitch, I'm already blind because I ain't got my glasses on. Where's my glasses? In my purse. I don't want to mess up my makeup. I want people to make sure they saw this bead. No. I was like, you living dangerously, bitch, because you can see, but you can't see. So I'm sitting there. I get up at this point because, like, the niggas keep, like I said, it's somebody. Okay, let's get to that. So it's a guy. He was already sitting at the booth, but I think he worked there, and he on crutches. So instead of standing up right there, he was just sitting down at the booth where I got, which is fine for me. But this motherfucker had all kind of gray hair. He was a nice looking dude, you know what I'm saying? But now he trying to talk to me tight. And I'm like, I don't say nothing because, Todd about to be 26. But I don't say something. So I'm just looking at this nigga like, old ass motherfucker. All his gray hair on his face. And then he spoke to every bitch that come in here. Every nigga, everybody in here. You're like, shut the fuck up. We see you. You know what I mean? So I'm like, So he already sitting there. But I peep this guy come in. And he got on a gray hoodie. And I got chills on that. Woo, child. He got on like the little fisherman hat and he got his hoodie up. But I can see his body through the motherfucking hoodie. When I say he's ripped to shreds, I said, Ty. He was in there acting a fool. I said, Ty. I said, did you see him come here? The great hoodie on? I said, that nigga work out. She said, or it came out the jail. I said, period. Or that nigga just get out. So I was like, I said, girl, there's some niggas in here. She was like, yes, it is. So I see him come in, he walked, because right there we by the door. So he come on, he go around. I guess he made his little round to the bar, got him something to drink. So then he moseyed on back where that little table is where they keep rolling all the weed. So he come and he's standing up there first. And me and Todd look at each other. She said, that nigga just got out. He probably did just fucking get out too. I don't know. But I could tell you, like, when you could see they biceps and all this other shit right here, I said, that nigga is built. And he had that one kind of bag. I love a good bag. If the back is good. If the back is good, period. So he come and stand there. He had this little drink like Hennessy or something in his cup. So then he look at me, he look at Todd, he lean over the top like, can I sit right here? Now, nigga, this is a paid session over here. Ciao. We both was like, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. You can sit down. So he just kind of squat, a little bit with his little drink, Girl, the back, okay. Girl, one time I was living in New York. I'm gonna go back to that. Wait a minute. One time I was living in New York and I was on a motherfucking train. No, I was on a bus. Because I used to work off of Flatbush. I used to work at the Wendy's on Flatbush. So I'm on the bus. I get on the bus right there, and it was like a Jamaican dude, child. He had on a suit, and the suit was like the blazer was tailored to fit him, baby. When I say he was ripped under that motherfucker, and his back. I just kept, oh, child. I just kept looking at his back while he was on the bus, baby. A good ass back, child. And he was Jamaican, child. Please. Ooh, they be crazy though, but okay. Um, so now he squatted at my little seat. So he was chill, you know what I'm saying? And there was some other niggas that was sitting right there. One, I was like, he had on this blue suit. I said jogging suit. You could tell he a young old dude, you know, probably like my age. He's probably like 40, 42, but he only fuck with like 23, 24-year-olds. That type nigga. Cause he sell all the weed, okay? Uh, he probably like got 2 baby mamas that work in that motherfucker and this girl, a girlfriend that's in that bitch too. That part. So I said, there you go. So I'm fucking with Todd. I said, there you go, Todd. She was like, oh, yeah, it's a lot of old heads in here. I was screaming. I said, I didn't even say he was an old head, but she did. I was so tickled. So then the dude he turned like this. He said, can I put my leg up here too? I said, go on and get comfortable. Just go on and get comfortable. You good. You cool. Nigga, you already squatting in the goddamn booth. Like, you gonna turn around to me, can I just put my leg up here? He wanted to put his leg up on the step of, because you gotta step up to get to the booth. Can I just put my leg up on the step too? I'm like, nigga, just get comfortable. Like, what are we talking about? What are you doing? It's your built ass, just built for no reason, child. When he got up and walked away, me and Ty looked at each other. She said, that nigga's got the joint. I said, he just got the fuck out the joint. And why he can't just work out? Because that nigga looked like he had just got out the joint. I said, Then all of a sudden, here come the dread that I had been looking. Because I stood up. Like I said, I stood up. I'm up there with my drink. I'm standing up like, where that nigga at? Where that nigga at? Oh, there he go. I seen him over in the cut. I said, this nigga. So I keep looking because I was trying to see. Am I tripping or is this nigga fine? You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm just trying to see. I'm trying to see what the swag is. I'm just trying to see what he do. All of a sudden I see him come over there. He speaks to the dude that I said everybody seemed to know with the gray outfit on with the broke leg. So I said, Todd, there he go. The dread that I was trying to tell you about. She looked, she said, oh, hell, he is fine. That's yummy. I said, yes, it's delicious. Child, he was standing there. I said, "Ooh, clean from head to toe." Yes, he had a little young dude with him. Looked like he could have been his son though. I'm like, because he looked like he was like 40. I ain't give fuck. I don't really like him old like that, but I'll do it. I'll do it. This nigga was delicious. I was like, dang. Then I thought he was about to leave, but he didn't. He was just talking to him, and then he walked back like he was circling back around the bar. And I'm looking at these niggas, so now I go into real read mode. I'm like, here come Yehuda. Here come Yehuda. The music's up, it's blasting. I got my drink. Here come Yehuda. Can't none of them bring nothing to your table. I said, God damn. I know you're right. But they can bring something to the table. Yehuda, they can bring something to the table, Yehuda. I said, yeah, I gotta read through these motherfuckers. I'm really reading, and then there's the light skin when he's standing over there. I don't like them silly. I don't like them silly. And I'm looking around like, now Yehuda then whispered that shit in my ear, and I'm like, now I don't even, like, because now I'm reading. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker, he corny. He probably stayed with, oh, fuck yeah, this nigga, okay, damn. I'm reading the bitches too, like, oh, okay, yep, she's one of them. She ain't really taking care of kids. Okay, yep, got it. Like, she got anger issues. That motherfucker got anger issues. Like, got it. I'm like, God damn, fuck it. But where's the dread? My God, child. I was like, I kept seeing a little light skin standing there. He gonna turn around and look at me up and down. Nigga, no. Turn back around. No. I was like, ugh. Cause I don't like him silly. You know, I don't like him silly. Mm-mm. Like silly, you can't even hold a conversation with this motherfucker. He ain't got nothing on his mind. You know what I mean? He gonna be a rapper and that's it, and that's all the fuck he know. Is that stereotypical? No, because I'm reading him. I'm saying I don't like that silly shit, you know. And just like the dude that we kept saying probably just got out of jail. I don't like no motherfucker that's all they think about is going in the gym every day. He pump just I no. I need something more. I don't even like. I like a fit man, but I don't like no muscular. I don't like that. I don't like that. Like you can be fit, but all that over dramatized muscle, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah, goofy. Yeah. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm not. You know, them type niggas. I was just watching a TikTok last night. Can I tell y'all something? Y'all promise not to judge me. I don't do no drugs, no shit like that. I've been drinking tonight. I smoked a little piece of weed. And that's my honesty to you. It is 1 or 2:30 in the morning. I woke up not today, yesterday, but yesterday, about 9 or 10 o'clock. I have not been asleep. I've been up for more than 24 hours. I've dozed off for a period of 5 and 5 last night, 10 minutes about. And then when me and Top was waiting on food before we ever even got dressed to go out, we had went earlier to go do some stuff, and we was going to go get something to eat, and I was asleep for like 5 or 10 minutes in the car. I have not been asleep. You would think I've been slept good. I have not been asleep for more than 24 hours. I came in tonight and laid down to go to bed. It was probably like 7:30. Still hadn't been asleep. So 7:30, no, 8:30. You're right. Yeah, it's probably like 8:30. And I laid down and I was on the phone with my best friend. I was talking to her. So I was like, best friend, I can't even hold my motherfucking eyes open. I was like, bitch, I'm gonna call you tomorrow. You know? I lay there, I'm like, do you wanna watch some porn? Do you wanna watch some porn, bitch? I was like, I don't know. Cause sometimes I be feeling guilty, like, cause I'd be knowing there be ancestors and spirits around. I'd be like, just give me some free time. I don't need you to know my business like that. You know, that's too deep for me. You know? So then I was like, I wonder if Top wanna go out tomorrow. I'm like, dang. I wonder if she wanna go out tomorrow. Then I see it, my phone go off. It was a text message. It was fucking Tatiana. Ma, I get paid well, my check will be hitting, and I'll be getting some money. Do you think I can borrow $20? And I'm like, we just came in the house, you know, from getting something to eat. So I know she ain't trying to go get nothing to eat. So I'm like, what you trying to do? Where you going? She was like, oh, me and my friend, her and I, we gonna go to this little bar. She was telling me about a little hookah lounge. And I'm like, I said, well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I sent it to you, but I was just thinking like I wanted to ask you if you want to go out tomorrow, so maybe I'll go. She was like, yay, yeah, come on. I'm like, I'ma go. I was like, I'm not going to get way dolled up. I mean, I put my little Mac on, you hear me? But I'm gonna put on some jeans and a motherfucking sweatshirt. This was, you know, had tags on it, had wood, so I was like, I'm gonna throw that off. And I got my little Canbat boots, threw them on too. So I'm going them. baby. All of a sudden, right. All of a sudden, we sitting there, and it's like I see like 2 or 3, 4 people coming through the door, coming in the door, but it's like a group that was just all at the bar, like just all just start going for the door real quick. I'm looking. I said, "Tati, something happening?" She was like, "I don't know." I'm like, "Oh shit." I'm looking. Nothing was happening. They was leaving. So then all of a sudden, it's like drones of people. And it was thick in that motherfucker. It was so thick, my throat was scratching because they was smoking. They had hookahs and joints and cigarettes. It was everything burning. I was in there like, all of a sudden, it's these drones and drones of people just leaving like fast as fuck. I'm like, damn, it's something going on. I said, is they closing or something? She was like, they's not supposed to close until 2, which was cool for me because I was already half drunk. You know, I was on my second margarita, bitch, and it was like I didn't hit that joint. I was like, yeah. So I'm like, maybe they closing. I'm like, but it's only like 12:30. So I was like, but everybody's just start migrating to the door. I said, Todd looked at me, I looked at her, she was like, you ready? I said, let's go. Because I don't know what the fuck. But shit. Can I see what happened to Pop Smoke? I did Pop Smoke 2 years ago. I did Pop Smoke 2 years ago. You said girls tell Pop Smoke. That's not what I saw, but if that's what you got, but you know, that's cool. I don't know this to be true. That's not what you told me. But tonight was cool. It was cool. You know what disturbs me? I mean, I know I like bitches like the next motherfucker. I was getting me a drink, right? The first drink, remember? I said the bitch keep waving her motherfucking arm. But the barmaid, she was a little baddie. She was thick. The light skinned chick. There's a couple of them back then. And you know, they wear these one little outfits, I guess, with the, it's like the little colorful shirt or whatever, spandexy. And then it was like, like panty bottoms, but then they had like nets over it or some shit. So that's how all the barmaids was dressed, and the bottle girls. So I'm like, okay. And she was cool when she came up to the bar, you know, because I always tip. I tip well anyway. But she was cool when she came up to the bar. Now, as I'm waiting for her to make the drink, she's already making somebody's drink before our drinks. I see the little stud girl behind the counter, and she's singing, you know, to the song. Because, like I said, everybody's singing. Everybody is singing. And when they played my shit, bitch, I was singing. I got love all over me. I was in there getting it. I'm looking at her like, okay. But I noticed that the barmaid who's making my drink bumped the shit out of her with her ass, like bow, like backing up, and then she keep backing her up. And I'm like, but then she like grinded a little bit, like, cause I thought she had beef at first. I said, these bitches is aggressive in here. But I don't know if she was like bitch, back up, move out my space. Or if she was like throwing it, trying to just throw her ass on her, you know. And the girl, you know, she probably was getting at some money, you know what I'm saying? But this is my beef. I don't mind a stud. I don't date studs, and but I don't mind. I'm not against one. If one wants to date me, I would probably do it. But let me tell y'all this though, real quick sidebar. I never really liked studs, but then it was the whole Bazzy fiasco. You know, she's soft stud, you know, hard femme, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And then my first girlfriend was kind of like that too. You know, she would dress up and wear makeup, but then most days she's like, nigga, you know, she's hard and shit, like, ah. You know, it's like, oh, okay. So those are like, you know, kind of soft study, you know. I swear to God, I didn't realize how traumatized I was until the other day. And I catch myself doing it a lot because this bitch has traumatized me. I promise you. Every time. I don't know. I just like I cannot stand to see because that bitch didn't traumatize me. I ain't gonna lie. A stud with some dreads talking shit, like it sends me somewhere else. Like I have PTSD from Bazzy. I am not kidding. Not being funny, not trying to be funny to her. You know what I mean? I realized this. I have PTSD. You know, she tried to destroy me. She tried to shut my business down, all kind of shit, you know. So on my phone, it was a lot, you know. I have PTSD from her. Cause I can be watching TV like I was watching. Swear to God, Toddy can tell you. I was watching TV with Toddy the other day, and there's like a little stud chick with dreads, light skin, and she was saying some shit. I was like, "Shut the fuck up, bitch!" I was like, "Bitch, what is wrong with you?" I was like, "I don't know." That trigger. I was so triggered. I swear to God, I was triggered. I said, "Bitch, that's like the third or fourth time that didn't happen." I be angry. I was triggered like a motherfucker. I said, "But you got PTSD. You have PT." I mean, really. I folded my motherfucking hands up like, shut the fuck up, bitch. Cause she was like I don't like, I don't like to see studs treat women shitty like a narcissistic man would do. It irritates me to no end. And I feel like that's characteristics of her. And I didn't like that before her, but I feel like she has those kind of characteristics. And anytime I see that shit displayed, it triggers the fuck out of me. I just like a motherfucker that just like is very antagonistic. You know what I'm saying? Just constantly trying to pick an argument or fight and then don't want to say when they're wrong. I mean, like it triggers the fuck out of me. I'm watching the first fucking 48. I'm watching the first 48. And they are in my hometown of Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm like, cool, because anytime they in Cincinnati or anytime they in Tulsa, I'm going to watch it, you know, because I'm going to see if I know somebody. They are not only in Tulsa, they are in the projects of where my granny used to live last time I was there, you know. And I'm like, damn, let me watch this shit. So I'm watching it and I'm listening to a story like, this is crazy. These is young girls too. And I can see through their lies. I'm like, this bitch is coming for a friend. They lying. They know who done shot this boy because they done shot this boy. And that ain't telling the story, but they putting shit in, but they leaving shit out. And I'm like, so as I'm watching the little skinny one who I know had the motherfucking gun and shot the boy, I get triggered because she look and act like her. I was triggered. Cause I'm like, that's what the fuck you get. Cause she thought she had got away with it. She kept saying, I don't even have guns. I don't even like guns. Like I don't even know how to shoot them. But they kept catching her in the lie. She was lying. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, but you just said that you were shooting guns early that day. But I don't even really know how though. I don't even really know how. I'm looking at this bitch like this bitch is fucking lying. I hope they drag your ass to fucking jail, bitch. Shut the fuck up. I was so triggered. I ain't gonna lie. I swear I was. Cause I know she lying. And she's like trying to be so convincing. And then she's backpedaling. And you could tell she lying, just like I was so annoyed. And you done killed this boy. And genuinely, her shooting him, she didn't mean to kill him. He was supposedly trying to shoot her boyfriend that was stuck in the room with him in the closet. She keeps saying he's shooting at him, he's shooting at him. And that's how he got shot. Today, like, no, he was shot from the back. That means somebody shot through this door. So she was like, well, I was trying to get in the door, but I didn't shoot him. So then she told all these different fucking lies. Her friend is crying because she know her friend is fucked up and she can't lie for her because she's pissed because she done shot her dude, her friend. So the bitch who kept saying she never had the gun, she had set it all up in the beginning to rob their friend, who she accidentally shot. Accidentally on purpose. But she keeps saying she don't have the gun. She don't know where the gun is at. She ain't shooting no gun. This is what made me mad. They go to her like Facebook or whatever. Every picture this bitch is in, she got guns. I was like, lock this bitch up forever. Lock her up forever. I was so fucking annoyed. I was so fucking annoyed. I was triggered. Man, I was watching that shit the other day, something else the other day when I said the little dread girl, and I was like, bitch, you have PTSD. You get triggered when anybody reminds you of her and be on that stupid shit. That shit triggers the fuck out of me because that's what she did tonight. She stole my shit. Like, she stole my shit and shut my shit down. Like, she did a whole bunch of shit she should have never done, you know? And I feel like I got PTSD from that shit. And I was looking at a couple of them little studs in the club tonight, like, like, go sit your ass the fuck down. That little short, study chick, she just kept turning around looking at me and shit staring. I'm like, damn. Yeah, the girl called over some Hoover and I locked the door. That used to be my set. 107. That used to be my set. I grew up dating Bloods because I didn't really give a fuck if he was cute. I didn't give a fuck what set he was from, bitch. I ain't give a fuck. My family, they was all Crips. And so they was Hoovers. Some were neighborhood. You may have a blood or two sprinkled here and there, but not really. I always had on a motherfucking orange and blue. Oh, gratitude rising. What up, my J? Uh-oh. Checking somebody. Wait a minute. Man, I said, bitch didn't put on some weight. I can't have that. I got a trip coming up in about a month. I got work to do. I barely could button and fasten these pants. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Child. Now, perhaps I would have got a number tonight, right? I couldn't trust I just did not trust the situation in there. Because I really felt like it was such a small hole in the wall in a little small city area or whatever. I just feel like everybody was fucking everybody. Everybody's fucking everybody. And I'm like, that's just not cool. And I've been there to fuck a bitch up. Because I'm definitely not going to let nobody fuck me up. So somebody going to get fucked up and tucked away. Man, that reminds me. Did I ever tell y'all about the time I had convinced Toddy that I had killed her daddy? I ain't shit. I know. It's okay. I convinced Toddy I killed her daddy. Listen. That motherfucking Eric, I'm telling you, this nigga gets under my skin. Tiny probably was like 9, maybe like 9, 10. She might have even been 11. Yeah, she might have even been 11. Yeah, she was 11. 10 or 11. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, he's never been a good father. He's never did shit for Toddy. You know what I'm saying? He loved Toddy, but he ain't never did shit for Toddy. You know what I mean? He's a selfish narcissist, and he loved to drink, right? Child. I was struggling so hard. And I was a heavy Juicy J believer too at that time. And my walk comes very far. I would be in my living room in this time that I'm telling you about, in there on my face like, and then I'll be getting messages and I'll be writing the shit down, and I'm just like got books of messages I don't even fucking know, not realizing that I am not talking to Juicy J. That was a long journey. Don't worry about it. We here now. So I'm so aggravated. I don't have no money. I ain't really got no food. I used to get food stamps, but when the food stamps ran out, you know what I'm saying? And I was working at Peterman, which is the bus company. I was like a bus monitor at the time. But I was also getting ready to start working for this temp company who was going to send me. That's how I started being a paraprofessional, like a assistant teacher at Cincinnati Public Schools for children with disabilities, right? I worked with babies, from babies to high school students with disabilities, special needs. But this time, I'm a bus monitor. Child, I was struggling so hard. I had went and so I told him, I said, I found out that he was staying by my sister in the same apartment complex, just like right down the walkway with this bitch and her kids. And my sister's like, this nigga's out there every morning putting these little boys on the bus. These are not his kids. What? He putting these little kids on the bus. He living with a bitch. I don't give a fuck about that. But I'm saying he's playing daddy to children. My daughter is number 12. Eric has 12 children. My daughter, we just found out 13. It's supposed to be one more, another boy. We ain't gonna talk about this. It was something else I'm about to say, but I ain't gonna go into it because I ain't shit. So we talk about it for another time. But Toddy is number 12. Okay? Toddy is number 12. And I'm like, these two kids is probably my daughter's age or younger, And I'm like, he is putting these kids on a fucking bus. He out there early in the morning. He playing daddy. He taking this bitch to work like, oh, he playing, yeah. Because I already know Eric. You know what I'm saying? Let's backstory it. I'm going to give you a backstory, bitch. Don't judge me because I know how you bitches like to tussle. So, Eric was my daddy's best friend. I got pregnant when I was 16. Eric was 38 years old when I got pregnant. Whatever. He was afraid of my daddy. So he told my daddy he ain't never touched me. Now, I told y'all, I blame my daddy for my pregnancy. Why do I blame my daddy for my pregnancy? Because Eric was my daddy's best friend. And my daddy had a crush on my best friend. My best friend was like 17 at the time. You hear the story. You heard the story. Just let me go get some lip gloss because you heard the story. You heard it. Hold on. I really wish I would clean up. Wishes may come true. I don't know. So, girl, saying that R. Kelly, I thought you was calling me Q Kelly. I was about to put you out. I thought you was an op. Okay, so my daddy had a crush on my best friend, right? And he would get upset because I would not hook him up with either of my friends. Now, my best friend at the time was 17. She got pregnant first. Not by my daddy. They ain't never fuck around. But she got pregnant first. And then I got pregnant after. Now, this was just the crazy shit. We was hot in the ass any motherfucking way. We just had fun. We'd be hot in the ass like a motherfucker. But Jamila got me using this shit. I got some pouty mouth, but I just bought this the other day. Jamila got me using this shit. You can tell you when you miss a bitch, right? Whatever. So my daddy would pick us up, him and Eric, and he would take us, and we'd go across the river to what was called the Bump. The Bump was a liquor store. Across from that was another, like they sold liquor, but it was like a little bar. It was called the Caboose. So either people would be at the Caboose or they'd be at the Bump, but usually they all are outside in cars, just drinking, chilling. So I'm 16. Lisa is 17. And that's my best friend at the time. And we was already doing this. Don't get me wrong. We was already doing this. And so, but my daddy would take us a few times over there, and he'd be with Eric. And I used to hear stories about Eric, you know what I'm saying? And he was an attractive guy to me at that time. You know, he shouldn't have been, bitch, because I was motherfucking 16. Go sit your fast ass the fuck down. Hot pussy. You know. So we would be over there, we'd be drinking and shit. We'd be in a car because that's where it's set, right? And so one night, Eric wanted to pick me up. We was gonna go get something to drink. My daddy wasn't with him at the time. Child, we didn't went to the motherfucking motel. We didn't got pulled over, first of all, before we even went to the motel. That should have been Q and Key. Get the fuck out the car. We get pulled over. I'm drinking, he drinking. So now he done took the drink. Like, you know, I said I was 16. He's 38. So he like took the drink and hid it real quick. Like the cop come to the car and say we was fitting a description of somebody that was said that they had like stolen the car, broke in, something like. I was knock it off. Knock it off. He's old as fucking. I'm a young girl. We fit the description. Knock it off. He said, no, sir, this is my niece. I'm taking her home. So, you know, it wasn't no big deal. So we left. We go to the hotel. So, needless to say, this was young girl pussy. This was tight, and it's still tight, believe it. But I'm just saying, this is fresh out the gate. Well, bitch, you was fresh out the gate, bitch, but you had did some stuff. But she was fresh out the gate, you know. She was 16, you know. Girl, this pussy right now is better than 16-year-old pussy. I'm telling you, this is some good pussy right here. I'm telling you the truth. There's neither here nor there. But, child, I was trying to get money. Back to why I say I got pregnant because of my daddy. Like I said, we all used to go to the Bump. We would go and get something to drink. So I'm used to chilling and kicking it. I'm not thinking anything of it. Now, the guy who lived next door to my grandmother, he be out there fixing on cars. He fixed everybody's cars and all kind of shit. So he's out there under the hood. My daddy and them, you know how men like to stand around with somebody else fixing on a car like they know some shit. My daddy was not mechanically inclined. He had no fucking idea what was happening up under the car. And neither is Eric. He may know a little bit more than my daddy, but neither one. Okay. My daddy was a junkie and Eric sold the dope to him. He went. Yeah. So anyway. So me and Lisa, hot motherfucking ass bitch, and I got on my little brown shorts, baby. Them little brown shorts, they was cut off jean shorts that I used to have, and they was way the fuck up here. Honey, I got them on, and I'm just, we chilling. I was thinking. I was young too. So we all over there. We up watching them talking in their face where we the fuck shouldn't have been. But my daddy again had to crush on my best friend. So we all just standing over there. They talking. As we talking, bitch, Eric pulled out money out his pocket. I don't know why he pulled out the money. I can't even remember. He pulled out a wad of money. Put out stacks. My 16-year-old ass look. I was like, Eric, let me hold something. Let me get some money. Let me hold something. He laughed. He chuckled or whatever. My daddy say, hey, Dig, come here. That's my daddy word, Dig. Hey, Dig, come here real quick. Let me talk to you. My daddy pulled me to the side. He said, what the fuck is you doing? Don't you ever ask no grown-ass man for no money if you can't produce for him. You can produce for that motherfucker, then you get some money. I'm like, heard you. Now, I don't know. It's never registering. My daddy used to be a pimp. My daddy was a pimp in Tulsa, Oklahoma. My daddy was a pimp. He had stables of hoes. Him and my Uncle Reggie. My mama was never a prostitute, no shit like that. She was his main chick. And that's why they broke up, because my daddy would be out all night, stay out all night, 9 nights in a row. Then he was abusive, snorting coke, and want to beat her up, all kind of shit, flipping over our furniture type shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was just, they was like done. So I'm not realizing that this is his motherfucking mentality. So I knew what the fuck he meant when he said, don't ever, ask no grown ass man for no money if you can't produce for him. I'm like, and then me afterwards, some shit had happened later on, but we might talk about that. I don't know. But child, that was all that was in my mind that night that Eric and I had went and got something to drink and was headed to the motel. Because Eric, he had a crush on Lisa too at first, and he had a cousin that was trying. I was like, "Fuck no, fuck out my face, ew." So one day I'm walking up the street, and I it's a little sexy thing, you know what I'm saying? I just had these shorts, and I had split them up the middle, so they were shorts, but I split them up, right? And I had my little dookie braids in with the ponytail that's at the top, and they came down kind of like I had it the other day, but it was the dookie braids, So, child, I'm walking up the street, just legs just glistening, walking like a stallion. Going to find Lisa so we can go find some weed, bitch. Okay. So I'm walking up the street and I see the red blazer coming around the corner. I'm like, oh, that's Eric. He stopped the shit like, where you going? I was like, I'm about to go to Lisa's house. I might have been going to Roxanne too. I think we was gonna meet up over Roxanne's house because Roxanne, my other friend, she stayed out there. Now Roxanne was like 25, 26 at the time. I was 16. We was all kicking it. Listen, I told you, shit. I've been hanging with older bitches since I was like 11. He was like, oh yeah. He's like, I like them shorts. I'm like, period. So I was like, he's trying to get at me, I'm like, oh, okay. So, child, me and him, they went to this hotel. This motherfucker started to my, after it was over, it was quick as fuck. I thought I was so stupid. I wasn't asking like you put on the condom no shit. I heard the paper. So I assumed that he had put it on. I wasn't going to ask. I was stupid, young girl. So I'm like, I just thought he put it on. Then he started telling me something I couldn't fuck nobody else. And I'm just like, nigga, what is you talking about? Your ass is old as fuck. What is you talking about? I was talking about. He's like, yeah, you can't fuck nobody else. I put a curse on you right now. You'll never be able to have no children by nobody else. I've never had kids by nobody else. Charlie's my only biological. I've been pregnant another time after that. That baby did not make it either. That was my son. So it was like, yeah, crazy shit. So, that night, that happened. And then like a few months later, Lisa was getting ready to have her baby, because at this time now Lisa's big and pregnant. And so I go to the hospital because she just had Shalisa. So she like, bitch, you next. I'm like, girl, don't say that. Now, I really wanted a baby already because I just wanted somebody to love me. uh, uh, so that mentality, So it was like everybody was coming down with like the flu. And so I've been over Roxanne's house, and her dude, Twine, he had the flu. And like everybody was kind of just sick. So I'm just like, damn, I ain't feeling good either. So Twine, he taking this medicine, he started feeling better or whatever. So I'm like, let me have it. So he give it to me, like, yeah, you take some of this. He told me what to get. Until I was sick, I was out of it. And I'm like, dang, like it's not going away. Now I'm cramping like hell. I'm like, fuck, I'm getting ready to come on. I'm cramping like shit. I was fucking pregnant. I was pregnant. I was like, what in the fuck? And I knew it was Eric. How am I gonna tell my family that? Nobody don't know I fucked with him. I only messed with him one time. I fucked him once and got pregnant. This motherfucker. How am I gonna tell my family? It'd have been different if I got pregnant by Terrence. That was the young nigga I was fucking with. He was still older than me. At least he was like 20 or something like that. I'm like, oh, how am I gonna tell them? So I was sick as shit. I could not get up off the couch. I couldn't get off the floor. Like, I drink water. I'm throwing water up. I can't hold nothing down. It is bad. I gotta keep like a cup or a bag next to me because I'm just like, bleh. It's just ugly. So my daddy, like, my grandma, like, you gonna have to take over to the children's. So my daddy took me to children. Child, I didn't know what the fuck was happening. Honestly, I did not realize that I was pregnant because I was cramping the way I would cramp before I come on. I had cramp for probably like a week, damn near 2 weeks. And I'm like, God damn, this is crazy. I'm not knowing nothing about implantation, cramping, and all that shit. I don't know nothing about that. Child, my boobs was hurting. It was a fucking mess. I was sick, couldn't hold shit down. And I'm like, I can't be pregnant. Like, this has got to be the craziest bug flu in the fucking world. I can't be pregnant. Child. They did the little pap smear, then they, did the urine, and that doctor must have came in, and the doctor, when she came in, the one who was treating me or whatever, she was 18 weeks pregnant herself. So I'm like, I keep looking at her like, child, that doctor left out. She came back in, like, probably not even like 5 minutes. She was like, well, one of the test results came back, and I'm thinking, this nigga done gave me something. Don't say that. Don't say that. Your pregnancy test was positive. Whose? Whose was what happened? What happened? My daddy looked at me. Oh, shit. I said, oh, my God. Whose? What happened? Man, he was starting to go off or something. I think he started to go off. And he was like, yeah, he was going off like about, because he kept saying something about like, look, niggas you fuck with, they ain't gonna be responsible enough to take care of no motherfucking baby. And I was looked at him. I said, well, Eric is gonna do something. What? He was floored. He was floored. My daddy was shocked. He had no idea. He later tells me that he was pissed about it, not just because I was his daughter, because he kept having a feeling. He said Eric couldn't look him in his face no more. He thought he was fucking my stepmom. Come to find out later, they had been fucking too, but that's neither here nor there. No, there's nobody else in here. I'm just whispering, just in case my stepmom is around or my daddy around somewhere in here. I'm just whispering it. Child, I was fucking pregnant by Eric. Now, my daddy can't hold water. My daddy can't hold water. So now I have a close-knit family. The way you used to see me with Jamiko, that's how my family is. We always together at my grandmother's house. Once my grandmother passed, it became my Aunt Niecy's house. So we all over there. And, you know, if it's got to be over Karen's house, our cousin or mother Aunt Sean's house, we are all together. All of my cousins, we're like sisters and brothers. So that's why everything with Jamiko just like floored me, because Jamiko's like my sister. You know, she's like my baby sister. So I was like really floored. Like, so we are a very close knit family. So about time I get in the house from the hospital, everybody knows not only that I'm pregnant, but who I'm pregnant by. Except for my uncle Norty. He didn't know. So I get there. You know, my grandmother was one of those, her and my aunt who lived there with us, they were those kind of women like, you get pregnant, you getting the fuck out of here. You're not bringing no baby in here. So when I came home, I was aware that everybody in the house fucking knew. So I say to her, I was like, did you want me to just pack and leave now? Because I don't even know what to do at this point. Basically, she was like, get the fuck out of my face. Go sit your dumb ass down, type shit, you know. It might not have been the words, but that was the gist of it. Go sit your dumb pregnant ass down somewhere and eat something. My grandmother spoiled me when I was pregnant. Gave me whatever I wanted to eat, took me wherever I wanted to eat. She spoiled me. And was my babysitter because my grandmother ran a daycare out her house. And so once I had Toddy, she was her babysitter. Only so I can go to school. Never to party. She didn't play that. So it was just like my friend Lisa and Roxanne had pulled up. I went outside and my aunt, she had met my uncle Norty, the one I said who didn't know. She had met him outside. My uncle had pulled up, and this how I feel like this guys, you know what I'm saying? If it's something to tell, they want to be the one to tell it. Child. So I go outside, I'm talking to Roxanne. Roxanne looking like, because she didn't drive her seat, she looking like, what the fuck is going on? I said, what you mean? She's like, I was like, I'm pregnant. She said, bitch, I knew it. I'm like, it was almost like stair steps. Because first Sylvia got pregnant, then Lisa got pregnant, I got pregnant, then Roxanne got pregnant. She was like, bitch, I knew it. I'm like, bye, Eric. She said, that's what the fuck they was just talking about. Your aunt came outside and met your uncle and was like, did you fucking hear what's going on? And she was trying to tell him, we was trying to eavesdrop and trying to hear what was happening. That's what the fuck they was talking about. Oh my God, damn. Can I tell something? You know, can it be my motherfucking business? Girl. But my aunt, Niecy, she didn't know. Now, Niecy was kind of like my mom, a little bit figure, but not really. She's one of those aunts that you love, but you want to choke the fuck out of her. You know, like, why don't you come and stay over here? You ain't got nowhere to stay. Why don't you come stay over here? And you go stay, and then you hear her on the phone like, yeah, staying over here ain't giving me no motherfucking money. They running up my... I just gave you $300. She wanted them. That's Jamiko's grandma. She's like, I say she's sweet on the inside, sour on the outside, you know? But she's one of those make you want to choke the shit out of her, but you love her and nobody better not fuck with her type shit, you know? So when I first got to Cincinnati, she is who brought me and went and picked me up from the airport. And so I was staying with her when I first got to Cincinnati until I moved in with my grandmother. But I was staying with my Aunt Nisi first. So, child, Nisi had this, she's so funny, man. But anyway, I went over her house because she's the only one who didn't know. This is like the same day or the next day if I find out. So she then found out that I'm pregnant now. And she's like, but why? Why is you even out here having sex? I mean, and is somebody pressuring you to do this? And I'm like, mm-mm. No, just fucking doing it. And she say the same shit about like ain't nobody gonna no young nigga gonna take care of your baby. I might have had better luck if I would have been pregnant by a young nigga because this nigga ain't never did shit for my daughter. So I'm like, I said, I'm pregnant by Eric. Man, she gasped so hard for breath, child. She like to choked on her spit. What? Eric who? I said, James Neely. What? Backstory. Okay. Not only was Eric my daddy's best friend, like I said, I had heard about Eric. Okay. Once I got pregnant, my other aunt, I have a few aunts, all right? It was like I think 5 girls and 2 boys, right? My daddy and my uncle Reggie. No, 3 boys because my uncle Nordy too. And then it's Sean, Kim, Val, Myra, and Sharon, which is Nisi. Um, so it's 8 of them. It would have been 9. One passed as a baby. So it was just really a lot. And when I found out I was pregnant, my aunt, one of my aunts, she would be like, you know, he wanted me first, don't you? I don't give a fuck. You can have him. Well, I just thought you should know he wanted me first. Okay. Come to find out, the backstory is she say he was trying to talk to her when she was 17. He say he wasn't trying to talk to her. She was trying to talk to him. They all went over his friend house. It was her, him, and somebody else at his friend's house, and they was in the basement. And she wanted to fuck him. She took all her clothes off, type shit. I don't know. Um, I don't know. But she never let me forget that when I was pregnant, the entire pregnancy. So now, when I first got to Cincinnati, my sister Toya, right? Toya is my father's first daughter, biological. Because my father also has 3 stepchildren too, and then he has me. It's Toya, me, and then the 3. Well, except for my brothers, and then 2 step girls. So my daddy has 3, but if you count Courtney from somebody else, she's 4, right? So, um, it's just us. Just say that, okay? So anyway, um, damn, what was I about to say? Where was I going? There's so much shit going on right now. My motherfucking mind, child. It's just like I can't even. Right, it's just them 3, and then Toya. What was I saying? I can't even see the fucking chat because I can't see it. Get my glasses. Go to sleep, Anissa. Goodbye. Gratitude. What was I saying, man? Oh, the backstory of him. Okay. Okay. Let me hurry up. So when I first got to Cincinnati, my sister, basically what I'm trying to tell you is my sister, biological sister by my father, Eric is her first cousin. Okay. Right. So I didn't know that was her first cousin, because he was with her friend when I first met. He was in penitentiary and he had kids by her already. I'm not knowing this, which is Toya's best friend. So, but when I get there, she was so cool and nice to me. I was 14. She was so cool and nice to me. She took me out. She got my hair done. She was cool. We spent the night at her house. And she would talk to Toya, my sister, and she'd be telling her, like, how he treated her like shit, and she wasn't allowed to open up the door, couldn't leave out. She was a nurse. He was just like very controlling her, and she when he got out, she got pregnant again, and then had a son. And so I later got pregnant by Eric, and she found out about it. I felt like shit, because I felt like all the shit that she had did for me. And it was only that one day she did it, but it meant a lot to me when she did it. I had never got my hair done at a hairdresser, and she had got my hair done. So, child, I'm probably like 5 months pregnant. I ain't feeling my best. My hair is standing up on top of my head. My hair is short like this, so it's standing up. I don't give a fuck. And it's kind of tapered around the sides, and this is long up here. So I'm pregnant, just looking like my sister Candy, brought her over. This is the first time I have seen her since I've gotten pregnant. I seen her come through the motherfucking door. I'm sitting in the kitchen with my grandma. My grandma was drinking her motherfucking Christian Brothers, feeling good, crying about people that's dead, that she been knew that was dead, but she couldn't remember they was dead, and she was drinking, so she was crying. I'm like, it's a lot going on in this motherfucking house right now. Child. So I see her come in, and I'm like, oh shit. She was so much of a motherfucking woman, yo. She came in, she said, how you doing? And rubbed my motherfucking belly like, hey. I felt like shit. I felt like shit. I'm like, yo, dumbass. I just moseyed on into the den and sat down. Like, I was like, oh my God, you ain't got pregnant by this woman. Husband. They was married. Did I say that? They were married with children. I was 16 fucking her 38-year-old husband who I had gotten pregnant by. She was more than a motherfucking woman. She was cordial. I didn't know at first. I had heard about it, and I didn't realize that this was the Eric. I really, it was like, even if I realized, maybe, I don't know where I was at mentally, because I just was like, money, what? It was just like a lot. She was so cordial, and I was trying to, because the way our house was built, like, you can come in the door, you can go this way through the living room and come through the kitchen, or you can go this way, come through the bathroom and come into the kitchen. Child, I seen her come through that motherfucking dumb bitch. I was trying to circle out the kitchen into the living room, coming back around to the bed. I was trying to circle, because I was just like, I did not know how she was about to react. And I'm talking about, this lady is like almost 40. And I'm 16, pregnant by her motherfucking husband. And I was just like, Did he ever do time? No. You want to talk about it? We can talk about it. Are you talking about Eric, or are you having a personal conversation in there? But Eric, no. Eric never went to jail for this. He left after I found out I was pregnant. Even when I met the wife, he was gone. Oh, child. When I found out I was pregnant, the whole family found out and found out I was pregnant by Eric, my daddy's best friend. My daddy confronted him. My daddy went and found him, I believe, at the bump and confronted him. And he said I was lying, that he never touched me. He don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. That ain't his baby. I'm a liar. He ain't never touched me nor fucked me. Then he left and went to Syracuse where his other family was. And that's where the fuck he was at for a very long time. When I seen Eric again, Toddy was 6 weeks old. I was staying with my daddy in Newport, Kentucky with my best friend and her baby. We was all like, she would be back and forth with us. But like, cause her mom was a Jehovah's Witness, Lisa's mom was Jehovah's Witness, and it was always some shit, you know. So it was me, my dad, my stepmom, and then my three siblings, my baby, and Lisa. Now, I think I might be 17 now. Yeah, I was 17 now. Child. Man, Lisa used to just be on mission, bitch. We be on motherfucking mission. So my sister Lee, who is the baby girl, right? And then my brother, he's the baby. Um, but Lee is the baby girl. And so she would watch our kids. Me and Lisa be bar hopping through Kentucky. Because where we lived at, it was walkable. So we'd be motherfucking walking around Kentucky in and out of bars, getting drunk. Like this particular night, we done stole the $5 from the Mexican child. That was all he had. We didn't give a fuck. What you got? You only got $5? Let's get that. That's all you got? Run it. I don't give a fuck what it is. Run it here. Let me get that. Man, at least they took this man fucking $5, child. That's like $5 or $10, man. He took his motherfucking money. That Mexican was so motherfucking mad. He was somebody who was gonna call the police, bitch. We call him because you ain't getting that back. You through. We trying to get another drink, bitch. We just walking around this motherfucker. Man. We gotta go check on these goddamn babies. And then we'll come back out. We gotta go see. Man, we walk back over to the motherfucking house, child. The door is open. The screen door is locked from the kitchen. My sister is asleep because Lee's like 12 at the time. She sleep in a chair with her feet propped up in another chair with both of the babies sitting on each side of her in their car seats. And the door is open, but the screen door is locked. We can't get in. So I'm calling her name like, Lee. I wake her up. She done jumped and fell the fuck out the chair, man. We laughing so hard because we drunk. She like, girl. I'm like, what? She unlocked the door. She say, Dad was here with Eric. Eric who? Yo, Eric. My Eric. Fuck you mean? Fuck you mean? What? She said, Dad went over to the bump and found him. He heard that he was back in town. He went over there and found him. And told him, like, you gonna be a father to this baby. That's your motherfucking baby. You lied to me. Because Toddy looked just like Eric. Y'all might think Toddy looked like me. Toddy looks identical to Eric. Walk like him, built like him, feet like him, crazy like him. Girl, child. I said, what the fuck is you talking about? She said they left to go, I think get a bottle. They coming right back. What? No fucking lie. Now I'm scared as shit. I have not seen Eric since the hotel when I got pregnant. I haven't seen him since. Have not talked to him. All I know is he told my daddy I was a liar and then he ain't never touched me. So now I'm nervous as fuck. I done sobered the fuck up. And at this time, I am one of the heaviest weed smokers ever. I'm like, oh, I am sober now. I'm nervous. So me and my dumb young ass and Lisa with her dumb young ass, we are hiding on the steps. I said, Lee, you sit right here with the babies like we not here. Where did I think they was gonna think that we was at? We're sitting on the steps in the hallway steps, like 4 or 5 steps up. Cause I don't know if I just wanted to listen to see what he was gonna say. I just was like hiding. She like, that's them pulling in. I said, oh my God, my shit's like, cause she said he cried. Let me crack open this goddamn Danish. She said, see, this is why I'm fat. Snacky poo. I don't want to waste it. So, okay, gratitude, PHAT. So, they pulling in. My shit is thumping. She already told me, like, Eric cried. I said, what you mean he cried? She was like, Dad approached him like, nigga, why the fuck you lied to me? You was fucking my daughter, whatever, whatever. He started crying like, I'm sorry. I didn't want to hurt you, whatever, whatever. My daddy said, you gonna take care of this baby, though, because it's your baby. Man, that motherfucker must have came in the house. He said, where she at? Where they at? Like, over there at the steps. He came around there and peeked around there. Man, my shit was beating through my fucking chest, bro. I'm like, oh my God. I look at him, he look at me. He's like, what's up? Like, she's beautiful. I'm like, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I was just like in my shit. Like, my daddy was always like cool type with that. Like, he just never stepped in where the fuck he should have stepped in. Like, one time, oh, child. Because what y'all don't understand is, when he came and seen me on them steps, he moved in. He never left. He went and got his shit and came and put it in my room. We was living as a couple family. I'm 17. He's 39. I don't really know this nigga. So nobody had told me he was crazy. Yeah. This nigga was trying to choke me out at 17. That nigga had me up against the wall one time, choking the fuck out of me. I was damn near off the ground. I'm calling my daddy. My daddy's upstairs. I'm like, Daddy! Daddy! My daddy was getting ready for work. Greg was shit. He was getting ready for work. My daddy came down the stairs with his little scrubs on, walked past us, went in the kitchen, made his Kool-Aid and his lunch. This nigga got me damn up off the floor, choking the fuck out of me. But I think my daddy might have thought I was wrong, but I wasn't. Because this nigga was supposed to go get Toddy some milk. Because all we do is argue and fight. That's how the fuck we do. Is argue. Cause like I said, I don't know him. He don't know me. We just was used to hang out with my daddy. We fucked. One time I got pregnant. I ain't seen this nigga since that day. We had hung out like 4 or 5 times. Child. We go over to the bump. Lee is watching the kids. Excuse me. It's me, Lisa, my daddy, and Eric. I already had the baby, so that means me and Eric is together. We in his truck, but I'm in the back seat. Lisa's in the back seat. My daddy and Eric is in the front seat. My daddy's on the passenger side, right? My daddy and Eric get out the car because they talking and shit, shooting the shit. Me and Lisa in the car smoking and shit. We drinking like that. Yeah, bitch. I see this nigga in the parking lot fucking me. You understand me? I'm like, don't do it to yourself, sir. This nigga keeps staring me the fuck down. I say, Lisa, I'm not on this shit. Eric say, I knew he seen it. Because I keep seeing him looking at him. He looking at me. He looking at this nigga. He looking at me. And I'm over there like. Eric say, the fuck this nigga keep looking at you for? I don't know. Ask that nigga. I got a smart mouth, so that's me. I don't know. Ask that nigga why the fuck he keep looking at me. He come over there, he say some words to me and shit like, don't get fucked up. I'm like, you better get the fuck out of my face before we turn this parking lot out, bitch. That's what the fuck better happen. He go back over there with my daddy drinking. Do you know this nigga walk up to the car? I said, this nigga trying to get me killed. He like, you all right? You good? He's standing at the window asking me if I'm good. I said, this nigga trying to get me killed. I said, sir, walk away from this window. He started laughing like, you good? I said, bye. Get the fuck away from me. Eric like, you think I'm fucking playing. No, I don't. No, I don't. Keep your big ass over there. Now, I'm probably a little smaller than what I am right the fuck now. Of course, I'm my height because I ain't growing no more. But at the time, I'm probably like 180. Maybe 180. Eric is like, and if you ain't never seen me in person, I am like 5'5.5". I am not very tall. Eric is like almost 6'3", 300 pounds. This is a big motherfucker. Man. I used to think that I can fight this nigga. Because I was 17. I was froggy as fuck. Like, who you talking to? Man, we be in a motherfucking truck rumbling. What? You gonna choke who? No, you not. Not without fight. Let's go. Child, that motherfucker came through that window one time. Me and Lisa had been out again, bar hopping. And he had gave me a ring. I had fucking lost the ring. Not even bar hopping. Um, my sister Lee was doing my hair. I don't know why the fuck I took it off. She threw it away on the accident. Man, it was just gone. It was gone. And me and him used to get into it because he was selling my daddy dope. And I'm like, don't sell my daddy no motherfucking drugs, bitch. I don't want him on drugs. If he gonna buy it, don't let it be from you. Like, what the fuck is you doing? It's my daddy. But he be kicking it. We all be kicking it. My daddy and his wife is kicking it. Child, one night, we all outside in Kentucky in front of the house. We all drinking and shit. But my daddy and his wife keep going in the house. Every time they come out, I can tell they higher and fucking higher. The more she come out, the glossier her motherfucking lips is. She keep putting on all this motherfucking lipstick. And it's like nude or frost kind of like lipstick. She's a white chick, right? She a Gino. And I'm like, why the fuck? Her ponytail keep being fresh every time. Now, what was the dead giveaway that there was some shit going on in the house every time they came out? Me and Lisa keep looking at each other because they keep switching shirts. She'd have his shirt on. Me and Lisa looking. They done forgot which shirt they had on. D has on my daddy's shirt. My daddy has on D's t-shirt. We like, these motherfuckers is in there getting high. I'm so motherfucking mad at Eric. I done threw his keys because he want to leave. I have thrown his keys over the building. So I done threw this man keys. I done hid his keys and forgot I fucking hid them. That's how we broke up. Eric was taking me to high school. He was dropping me off in the morning at high school. And he's my nigga. What? He's 39 years old. Knock it off. He has a son my age. I live with him at this point. I live with him and his mama and her husband. Her husband blind and she's older, so she was taking care of him. I live with them. Me and him is arguing and fighting. Child, this man wanted to leave one day. I was sick. I'm not sick because he wanted to leave. I was sick because I had the flu. I felt the sickness, the illness coming on. And I'm like, you could... Well, I tell you, this nigga was running me raggedy. I started breaking out in hives. This motherfucker had my nerves bad. I'm 17. Ooh, can we talk about it? Okay. I'm 17. I can't get in no clubs. That's all this nigga do is stay in the bar. So I'm already knowing the shit he be on, the shit he doing. This is my man. We live together. We got a baby. I can't go where he go. Because I should not be fucking this man. You know? He got my nerves so bad, I'm now breaking out in hives on my body. Because that's how bad my nerves are. Between him and this baby, I feel like I don't really have no help. I might have had fucking postpartum at this time. I don't know. I don't even know, you know? Child. I was so motherfucking mad. I'm going to tell you what happened. He knew I was not feeling well, and he was supposed to watch this baby. But when he come, he's like, nah, I'm going out. I'm like, no, you're not. No, you're not. He like, yes, the fuck I am. Nah, you're not. I politely go outside and lock myself in his truck. He is heated. He went and got dressed. I'm locked in the fucking truck. I got the keys and everything. I'm not getting out this truck. And fuck you. Fuck you. He's so motherfucking mad. He keep trying to open up the doors. He can't. His mama is in the screen door like, I'm about to call Mabel. My grandma. I'm about to call Mabel. Because you can't be doing this. He needs to go. No, the fuck he don't. He needs to stay at home and take care of this fucking baby. Child. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what got us both crazy. Because that nigga was crazy, though. If I wanted him, I could have him today. Gotta be careful of the shit you do. This nigga head game was off the charts. This nigga was eating the shit out of my pussy. Do you understand me? He was eating the shit out of this young girl pussy. His head game was ridiculous. But he had no real big dick, you know? But I didn't give a fuck. Because I like my pussy ate. He was eating the fuck out of my pussy, child. I mean, really. And finger fucking the shit out of me. Like he was turning me out. You hear me? I was gone. We got babies who? I'm about to kill you and everything else. You got me fucked up. Now, because he loved eating my pussy, right? He used to tell me, like, I take you with me to work. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? I'd be like, oh, you are so nasty. I said, I take you with me. So, he didn't give a fuck about eating my pussy if I was on my period. He didn't give a fuck. He would eat my pussy if I was on my period still. This nigga done did voodoo to himself. Eric was crazy. I'm telling you, that shit in the parking lot was nothing. This nigga reached, I'm telling you, he had me off the floor by my neck damn near. He done came through the window. This big motherfucker, I am drunk as fuck. 17 still. I see his whole hand come through the window. Lisa's in the kitchen drunk as fuck too. We won't let him in. My daddy gone to work. Or they upstairs sleep. Yeah, my daddy gone to work. Dee's upstairs sleep. My stepmom. Child, this nigga was crazy. Crazy. But I'm crazy and he crazy. I done got crazy to the point where I can't focus in school. I'm having him pick me up in the middle of the day. No, we're going to go get a drink, nigga. That's what we about to go do. He picking me up from high school. Taking me to get over to the liquor store to get liquor. We drunk in the middle of the day. Fight. I didn't crack this nigga with a glass. Clink! I got cuts everywhere on my motherfucking hands. He did something, and I was holding Toddy. And he tried to snatch something. When he snatched it, I almost dropped Toddy. I lost it. I hit that nigga with a glass. Pow! I didn't give a fuck. Shot it all in my hand. I had glass all in my hand. I didn't give a fuck. You almost made me drop my baby. I was crazy as hell, man. I was crazy. I didn't lock myself in this nigga truck, man. So his mama's in the door yelling like, get the fuck out the car, Quatita. Quatita, I'm calling Maine. But I'm like, I don't give a fuck who you call. This nigga ain't going nowhere. I don't want her to call my grandma. She's on the phone. So now I'm crying. I get out the truck. I'm angry. I pick up a big ass boy. I try to break his windows. Boom! Threw that shit on top of his car. That nigga seen that shit because he loved his truck, right? That nigga see that shit. Nigga, I took flight. Pew! I flew up there motherfucking steps, bitch. He was on my ass. I closed the door and locked it. Now his mama, I love her. I love her. I love her. But that's her son. She like, don't lock my door. I said, he can get in here if he want to get in here. She was like, don't lock him out. Girl, you see this big nigga chasing me. It's over. I don't give a fuck. Man. So he leave. I was heated. I was so heated, right? What's Capri VPN? What is that? I'm heated. So when he come back, I steal the keys and I hide them so he can't leave. I have forgotten that I have hidden the keys. He got to take me to school and he got to go to work. It's 6 a.m. We done packed the baby up. I have forgotten I've hidden the keys. Now he's pissed like, because you didn't fucking hid the keys. I'm like, no, I didn't. This nigga walking around the house, he is pissed. I have to get to the hiding spot without him seeing me. He gonna know I didn't hit these fucking keys. I get to the hiding spot and I just put the keys on top of this little thing. I said, the keys are right there. That nigga said, no, you put them right there. I said, no, the fuck I didn't. They been there with your stupid ass. They been there with your stupid ass. Oh my God. He said, now you put them right there and I'm sick of your shit. I'm like, I'm sick of your motherfucking shit, bitch. He said, I'm gonna go warm up the car. I said, okay. This nigga pull off. What? I gotta go to school. He didn't warm up the car. He pulled the fuck off. Now, I can tell you what day this was. Excuse me. So let me give you a backstory really quick. I ain't gonna take long. We sleep. This nigga sleep like a polar bear. It's cold in the room because he's sweating. He got to have windows open. It's fucking cold outside, type shit. He don't give a fuck what the temperature is. This nigga needs the window open because he's a polar bear. So I wake up. Sometimes my dreams are prophetic. So I wake up because 3 of my teeth fall out in my dream. For me, somebody's going to die if my teeth fall out. So in a dream, I'm sitting up is somebody driving. It's like a white man driving here, and then it's a white man on the passenger side, and I'm sitting in the back on the back seat, but I'm sitting up between the seats talking to them. And as I'm talking, 3 of my teeth keep falling out, and I keep putting it back in. So I jump up out my sleep. I'm hitting him like, because he probably was drunk, like, hey, somebody's going to die. Somebody is going to die. He like, what are you talking about? Go like, I'm like, nigga, somebody's about to die. 3 of my teeth then fell out in my dream. I turned on the motherfucking TV. Princess Diana had gotten into a car accident and died. I was fucked up. So now I'm up and I'm kind of asleep, but we got to get up now. And this is the what I forgot. I didn't hit the fucking keys. This nigga pull off. I haven't been in the house all day with him, his mama, and this baby. The baby is Toddy, my baby. I'm heated. She done gave me the whole rundown that he got an older son that's my age by a white chick. All this other shit, how many kids he got. And that he always said he was gonna have a lot of kids. He didn't have no money to take care of them, but he had a lot of love. But bitch, we didn't see it. We still ain't seen it. But he loved Toddy, whatever. He loved Toddy, whatever. They had like a vigil. We watched the vigil on TV. It was a lot. Now, it's getting dark. He ain't called. He ain't came. And now I'm furious. Don't play with me. My friend called, Lisa. She like, bitch, these niggas want us to hook up. And do. Okay. By the time Eric comes, he comes with his 3 children from his first wife. He's been married before. He has like 3 or 4 children. He has 3 children. She has 4. 3 of them is his, but he raised the other one, the oldest one, like it was his. See how he raising everybody else's kids, but whatever. So he come with them. They were small. They like fucking 5, 6, 7. Now, as he's coming in, I'm dressed. I'm going out the door. He asked me like, "What the fuck what you doing?" I'm getting ready to go. He like, "No, you're not." But I am. He see the car pull up. He see the niggas in the car. I gives no fuck. I politely stroll my little cute ass outside and get in the car. That nigga catch the door before I can slam and grab me my arm, get the fuck out the car. I said, nah, not gonna do that. Get the fuck off my arm before it's a scuffle out this bitch. Snatch my arm and slam the door. He like, don't fucking play with me. Pull off. Let's go. We leave. I left the baby. I ain't give a shit. That's your baby too. Get your baby. I ain't give a fuck. We go, we have fun, we go smoke, we just kicking it for real. We at people's houses, you know what I'm saying, just shooting the shit. What? Segment. Just the fuck. Just the fuck. He wanted to introduce me to them kids. I ain't give a fuck. Introduce the fuck out of here. Introduce me to your kids. The fuck out of here. Nigga, I'm trying to go see what this nigga talking about. The fuck off me. Slam the door. Boom. Pull off. I don't come home either. We not with them. We get dropped off. Now, my best friend had got her first apartment because she had her baby. So she got her first apartment over in the Faye, which is the project. Now, my other friend, Roxanne, she got an apartment out there too. So, but he know where Roxanne stay. He don't know that Lisa got an apartment out there. But I already knew what the fuck he was going to do. I knew he was going to go to Roxanne's. I just didn't know Roxanne's was going to be fucking soft. So he had been trying to get in touch with me. Roxanne calling like, I think she called like, or I called his mom to check on Toddy. And she like, you got to come and get this baby. No, no, that's his baby. She like, listen, now he's upset. Yada, yada, yada. I don't give a fuck. Roxanne called. Eric was just over here. I knew he would be, but I don't give a fuck. She like, but he is so sorry. You don't, huh? Girl, what are you talking about? I wouldn't give a fuck. I wouldn't give a fuck. All we know is we chilling. It's probably like 12 at this point, like in the afternoon. And it's kind of dreary. It ain't really sunny outside or no shit like that. It's kind of dreary. Because mind you, Toddy is like 8 weeks at this time, right? She's like 8, 9 weeks. Toddy's birthday is April 29th. So it's like kind of in, I guess May or June, somewhere in there. But it's supposed to be hot, but it ain't really sunny. It's dreary. You know, it's like, I guess it had been raining or something. I can't remember. But it was dreary outside. It is a knock at the door. I kept telling her, I said, Eric gonna come over here. I said, I don't know how. He's going to come over here because this nigga is resourceful. Child, he didn't went over there and cried to Roxanne. I mean, tears. He is worried about me and the baby is with him, and he just want to make sure that I'm okay. He don't want me to do nothing to myself. He don't know if I'm being erratic. They don't know where I'm at, and I have left my baby. And she tells him, Lisa got an apartment out here. She stayed right around the corner of the street of Nottingham, I think it was. What? You was that soft? That's all the fuck he had to do was drop some tears. That nigga would have been snotting, slobbing, and crying on the ground before. I wouldn't give a fuck. He felt so fucking accomplished. He felt so fucking accomplished when he was knocking on that door. We opened up the door. I said, I knew he was coming. That's how you found out what she said that. I think he said Roxanne too. He was all like smiling and smirking like he didn't think I could find you, huh? Nigga, I wouldn't give a fuck. I knew what you was gonna do. I left. I was like, ugh. We broke up after that. Because it was just like, that was too much for me. I'm breaking out in hives. Like, no. I think I went back to my grandma's house. I was just fed up with that shit. We fighting and arguing all in his mama house and shit. Like, that was so much. I didn't snatch my motherfucking arm out of socket because this nigga done disappeared yet once again. So now I'm heated. I'm walking through Kentucky trying to find his friend Mike, the white dude that he be with. I'm trying to find him so I can find this nigga. Me and Lisa, we find him. He's at Mike's house. I go in. He got my baby. Because he hadn't took the baby. Like, yeah, fuck you, bitch. I'm taking my baby. Like, what? So I'm like, now I'm pissed because he done took my motherfucking baby. You got my baby on the couch. Like, you just sitting here just like on some other shit, bro. So I go in there. I'm going the fuck off. It's shit on the table. I swing to knock the shit off the table. When I swing, I snatch my arm out of socket. I do it so hard, it went out and came back in. My shit is fucked up now. I was in pain. Oh my God, I had to go to the hospital. They had my shit in a sling. I was crazy as fuck. Back then. Oh my God. I was gone. And he was drunk. And he didn't wear underwear, right? I told you he a big nigga, like, so he like talking shit and he's staggering his pants, then fell to the fucking floor. He ain't got on no drawers. Now I'm real mad. Cause Lisa see that you ain't got no big dick. And now I'm mad. I'm real angry now. Woo! I was so fucking angry, child. I said it too, and that's what made it mad. I said, she see you ain't got no big dick, nigga. Oh my God, my mouth is atrocious, child. I'm telling you. I make somebody want to fuck me up. The shit I say. I will go there. It was like over after that shit. Like, I'm just not gonna keep doing this with you. Gotta argue and fight. You think you about to put your hands on me, child? We ain't gonna keep going through this. We not. Because you just ain't never just gonna beat me up. You know what I'm saying? Like, we would be banging. And I think the last time we fought was when they had put his hand through the door, and it was because I tried to, my stepmom had an owl this size. I picked that bitch trying to crack. I tried to take his koofy off with that motherfucker. And I was drunk. He done woke me up out my sleep. I'm asleep on the couch. Lisa is asleep in a chair in the kitchen, drunk. But she hears some noise, so she wake up and she's looking at the window like this. His hand is coming through the window, trying to unlock the door because the window was next to the door. So he's in trying to unlock the door. He get in. She's watching him do it. She never says a fucking word because I'm in a drunken stupor. I'm asleep. Child. I get so sick of y'all. Mm-hmm. Put your ass in time out. So I'm asleep on the couch. I'm drunk as fuck. All I hear is, hey, 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 get up. Hey, get up. I'm like, mm-mm. He like, hey, get your motherfucking ass up. I look up like, oh, shit. I've been out bar hopping. Fuck you, nigga. I'm out. Oh, my God. He was so motherfucking mad. He drunk. I'm drunk. He snatched me up off that motherfucking couch so fast. That's how I grabbed the owl like I was about to crack his shit. As soon as I went to hit him, it fell out of my hand and broke. I was like, God damn. It didn't even get to be a good crack before it broke. I was about to tear his kufi off his neck. That motherfucking owl. Maybe that's why I failed, because I was about to tear his shit. I was about to hit that nigga with that. Because if there's anything around, you best believe I'm about to crack you with it. Did it to my stepmom. Unconsciously, not thinking. Me and him used to have bottles of wine and shit. We had this one bottle of wine. It was nasty, so I wouldn't drink it. And we just kept it on our dresser in our room. Me and my stepmom get to fist fighting. We fighting. She done said some fucked up shit about my baby. Like, I don't give a fuck if your baby choked to death. And I'm like, what? All I heard was ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. We went to rumbling in that motherfucker. Man. I could hear my daddy in the background. Beat her ass, D. I'm like, beat her ass, D. That's not right. Wait a minute. They done pulled up. Like, cause she like had me down on the ground because we banging. And it's a big white bitch though, you know. Man, we is banging, and it's like a round and round, like we is going. They done broke up the fight and shit. And they pull out the room and close the door. My baby's on the bed with my sister Lee, and I'm standing there. She kick open the door. We fight again. So now we in that bitch tussling. So they break it up again and close the door. Now, Spirit said she coming back in here, and I said when she do, I'll be ready. Don't know why she did that. I clicked completely the fuck out. I seen her hit that door. Boom! She was putting her hair in a ponytail. Yeah! Bow! Split her shit straight down the middle. I blacked out. I had no knowledge that I had done this. I did not know I did it. All I know is we on the floor. We are rumbling. I just keep looking around. I see glass and blood everywhere. I'm like, how that happened? We must have been, you know how your mind thinking something else, you know, as we fighting, I'm like, damn, we must have been knocked this goddamn bottle down. How the fuck did that just happen? This blood and shit. I'm trying to see what's bleeding. They pull us apart. Her shit is split down. I said, God damn. I didn't hit her with this fucking bottle. But it was in my plan. I just didn't know I did it. Because when Spirit said she come back in here, I slid the wine bottle over to me like this. And I'm going to fuck her up. I'm going to be ready. She hit that door. All I saw was her putting her hair in that ponytail. Next thing I know, we're on the floor. That's all I remember is being on the floor. And I see glass and blood. They're like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. We got to take her to the hospital. Now, the oldest girl, my sister, she's the youngest she's not the youngest, she's younger than me. She's under me. She is in the hallway walking back and forth around. She is heated. Now she's a rumbler. She was fighting niggas, and she was a small little chick. But she was scared to fight me, you know? So she keep walking around the hallway like, I really want to fuck you up, whatever. Like, well, bitch, feel froggy. Let's see what you gonna do. So of course, I ended up having to leave. Eric took me over my grandmother's house, and that was kind of like That was the ending for everything. Like, I had not talked to my daddy, my stepmom. I stopped fucking with Eric for real, because when he dropped me off, he never came back and checked on me. He stayed over there and was checking on my stepmom, to me he need to make sure she was okay. Not your daughter? Yeah, you coming to check on your daughter? Okay. I was heated. I was heated. Child. They didn't speak to me, and I didn't speak to them for a very long time after that. I can't even tell you how long, but it was a long time, because I split her shit down the middle. It was fucked up. Me and my daddy was into it too, like, as we usually was. But like, that was a lot. That, because my stepmom, she used to like make the kids clean up, but if she had to clean up, it was gonna be some shit, and she'd be talking shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a new mom doing dumb shit, so I had like 5 bottles piled up in the room, like baby bottles. Like, wash them? No, bitch, I'm about to go get another bottle. I had water, so I brought them downstairs, and some of them had milk in them, so they would stink. So I'm rinsing them out, and I'm gonna put water in them, let them soak before I wash the bottles, right? So I not know that one side of the sink is stopped up. Anybody told me that shit. So I'm just pouring the milk down, and it stink, and the sink is stopped up. So now she got an attitude. She's talking hella fast shit, and she was like mad because me and Eric had got up at like 7 and went to the laundromat. I had left Toddy on the bed. I told Lee, I said, watch Toddy for me. I'm gonna go to the laundromat. But Lee was not in the room. So when Lee came in the room, Toddy had spit up milk and she was choking. So my stepmom was like going off. My daddy was pissed, I guess. And she was like, why would you leave her without telling somebody? Why wouldn't you fucking wake me up or whatever? And I'm like, Lee was watching her for me. Like, I didn't just leave my baby. Like, I asked Lee if she would watch her while we went to the 7 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? To the laundromat. That wasn't enough for her. She was talking so much shit. My daddy had been talking shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I ain't on that shit. And Lisa, she was there, but she was getting ready to leave, or she had just left. And so I think I was sweeping down the steps. I was sweeping the steps or something. And she was in the kitchen talking shit. And we kind of arguing. And I'm like, I've been waiting for this. I think that's what I told her too. Like, yeah, bitch, I've been waiting on this. Because she would, do shit. Do shit. Girl, I said, I've been waiting on this shit. I hear her say, I wouldn't give a fuck if your baby choked to death, bitch. Huh? I don't think Lisa had left yet, because Sam was also staying there, Dee's brother, and him and Lisa had started fucking. So I'm like, what you say? That was enough for me. The argument had hit 20, and it was time to fight. I can't even remember how the fuck we started fighting up in Lee's room. I can't even remember how the fuck we started fighting up there. Because like I said, I was sweeping down the steps, and I could hear my daddy like talking shit. Like, he on her side, he calling me bitches and shit. And I'm like, this is wrong. Like, So I'm just like, oh, you got me fucked up. So now I'm on 20. Like, fuck you, and fuck you, and fuck you, and who's next? It went down that day, child. We didn't speak for a long time, but that was the first time. Like, we ain't never had another physical altercation. But I'll tell y'all about. See, I do some crazy shit sometimes. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. So another time, child, we was back talking, but it was some other shit in the game. My daddy and it was getting ready to move in this house up the street from my grandma. Now, my stepmom had been in jail and needed to be bonded out because her and Jamaica's stepmom got caught stealing. Now, they had money and was stealing. Amy wasn't a junkie, but Dee, she was a junkie like my daddy. And with all due respect of the word junkie. And so, anyway, she had went to jail. And so we have a very prominent genome friend, this friend of the family, little young guy, very, 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 very wealthy. But he liked to hang in the hood and be with the black people, and he steal and he ain't got to. He's a professional thief. He steals from malls and big department stores and shit, but he ain't got to because he got millions of dollars type shit. But they don't watch him. He steals for the thrill. So he'll have my cousin being a decoy where they watching her while he's stealing big shit. Like he stole lions. We used to have like cement statues of lions out in front of my grandma's house. Yehuda even then didn't even know. And he stole them. He stole the ceiling fans. He stole rims. He was good because they were never watching him. So she had to get out. She had a bond. And they had went to him and asked him if he would pay the bond. So he paid the bond. But she never went back to court. So it forfeited the money. He wanted his money. And they weren't trying to give him the money because my daddy and them were junkies. They had cleaned out my grandma's bank account. Child, my grandma go to the hospital, child. They didn't clean out my grandma's bank account. Cleaned her out. That's another story. So they trying to move in his motherfucking house and he want his money. They like, we ain't paying him his fucking money. We trying to move. Well, everybody know how he get down. He came over in the middle of the night with a hydraulic jack. He took off all 4 tires and he put sugar in a tank. Then he went and wrote a letter and put it in the mailbox for the landlord to get and said they was drug addicts and don't rent them the house. And he did not. Now, I'm not knowing any of this, right? Because this is all happening simultaneously. So I'm living with Jamaica's stepmom. She's a genome too, Amy, which is my Jamaica's daddy's wife. So I'm living with them because at the time she was my best friend. So me and Lisa we were still hanging, but it was more like me and Amy now. Just because me and Amy had always been cool like that too. So it would be me, Amy, and Lisa, right? And Amy was older than us anyway. And so like if we want some drink shit like that, she do that. So child. I'm staying with Amy and them. And my daddy and them was staying with my grandmother. And I had called my stepmom because I needed a ride to the grocery store. And she had said no, she couldn't. It came back to me in some way that she said she didn't want me riding in her motherfucking car. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, damn, what the fuck did happen? Like, she mad at me about something? Like, I was confused. But I didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? So that had happened the day before. Now, in the middle of the night, like I said, Genome that went over there and took the tires off and all this shit, right? They finds out that the landlord called the next day like, you can't get this house. It's this, and that. And somebody left this note in there. So I called. Oh, that's what it is. You right, Yehuda. I called this day. This is what happened. I called for the ride to the store. And she talking shit like, I don't want that bitch in my motherfucking car. My grandma like, what the fuck did you do? And I'm like, what I do? What you mean? Like, oh, if somebody say they don't want you in a car, why would you come over here and take all their tires off? Why would you put that note in that man door? I was like, huh? I was so confused. I'm calling because I need to go to the goddamn grocery store. I'm confused on what the fuck they talking about. I have no clue. Now, when I get to talk to the genome dude and my cousin, which is they was best friends at the time, and he was also dating one of my other cousins, I'm like, what the fuck didn't happen? My grandma telling me I'm not welcome at her house. Don't bring your motherfucking ass over here. Why would you do that? I have no idea what the fuck they talking about. When I talked to the genome, he laughing like, boy, Katina, motherfucker tell you can't get a ride in their car. You go and take all their tires off. I'm like, I know you did this. I know you did. So it come out that he the one that did it because they owed him the money from getting my stepmom out of jail, and they never paid him back his motherfucking money, and he was pissed. So that come out. But all of this is still not remedying the fact that my grandmother saying I can't come to the house. They acting a fucking fool. My daddy didn't put charges on me for criminal damaging and theft, saying I came and took the tires. Why they not fucking with him? He the money man. I said, so you saying me, 18, then came and took all 4 tires? How did I do that? I took all 4 of your tires in the middle of the night, put sugar in your tank, and a note in this man's motherfucking mailbox. Me, with this baby. And I ain't got no ride. The whole family know what the fuck didn't happen. They're like, why the fuck didn't you just give him his money back? You know, but my daddy had already put these charges on me. I'm not knowing this. Now, this is all in Cincinnati. I had just started working this job. The job was like customer service. I was going to make $12. I'm still in training period. I'm in my 90 days, right? Child, I got my little headphones on. Child, I got my little, y'all know the little headset. I'm sitting at the desk. I'm amped. I'm thinking, because it's $12 an hour. And I'm thinking, I'm going to be able to take care of this baby, all right? Because this nigga's acting the fuck out of crazy. He don't want to do shit. If I don't be with Eric, he don't take care of my child, right? That's how he is. So if I want to be with him, he'll take care of her. If I don't be with him, he ain't going to do shit for her or me. I barely could get a ride one time when I had the flu and she had the flu. This nigga came pick me up in his white bitch car. That's a whole different story. I tore that bitch up. That's a whole different story. I'm like, this nigga ain't doing shit for my baby. I just started this new job. It's off of Goodman in College Hill, right? It's off of like Goodman and Galbraith or whatever behind there. Right now it's a Family Dollar type shit and it might be an Ollie's or some Roses or something. It used to be a call center back there. That's why I was working it. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna be able to get this shit good. I'm gonna be able to do this. Just $12. I got my little headset on, bitch. I must have looked to my left. I see the cop coming in with the big hat. Like the state trooper type hat. Looked like he had on. He walked up to me. He's like, are you Quatita Dean? And I'm like, yes. He said, stand up, please. For what? I'm at work. What the fuck I'm standing up for? He said, you're under arrest. Who? I like to pass out. Oh, God. What? Ooh. Who under arrest? I'm under duress, motherfucker. I'm about to pass the fuck out. What are you talking about? This motherfucker must have put me in handcuffs. Boom. You're under arrest for criminal damaging and theft. Huh? I get out. But my job fired me immediately. Now, I've only been on this job maybe a week. So now I'm calling like, if you firing me, bitch, I'm going to need my money with the walking papers today. I want my money. They're like, you got to wait for payday. Who? No, I don't. Because you shouldn't have fired me. Because this was all some bullshit. I was trying to explain that. I'm going crazy. I am crying on the phone. I'm already an irrational ass young girl, mother, mad about this nigga not taking care of my baby. You know, like I'm just upset. My family ain't no help. And now my daddy and them that had me arrested at my first good job. And I get fired. I want my money. They like, nope. They hang up. I hang up. I'm laying on the couch. I'm crying. I'm so angry. Amy's just like, You know, like, it's gone, Quatita, it's gonna be okay. Like, bitch, no, the fuck. It isn't. So I devised a plan. Don't judge me. Let me take a drink in my canteen. I said, we got some apples, don't we? They going to fuck to jail. She's like, what are you about to do? You'll see. I go to the back, bitch, my right hand to Yehuda. I go to the back. I go get a sock, a tube sock. I go and get an apple. I put the apple in the tube sock. I am cracking my shit. Bow, bow, bow. I'm leaking now. I smear the shit all over my shirt. I rip my shirt. I do my hair. I call the police. I call the motherfucking police. When the police come, I'm outside trembling. I have now convinced myself that this shit, the thin line between love and hate, that's exactly where the fuck I got it from. My mind went immediately there. I said, you right, Lynn Whitfield. Great idea. Amy was hollering. She's like, what are you doing? Bow. It was hurting so fucking bad. She was like, you are fucking nuts. Mm-hmm. I am. I'm fucking insane. They came out about that. Yes, honey, I should have won an Oscar. I said my parents had came over there. They abused me. They had jumped me. They knocked over the Christmas tree. We just put it back up. You see what they've done to me. It was blood on my face. I had smeared a little bit on my shirt. Yes. And now it was a warrant for their arrest for domestic violence and abuse. I was banned from my grandma's house again. She was like, don't bring your motherfucking ass over here. The police just fucking left here. I said, let them in so they can get their motherfucking asses. I was so motherfucking mad. I didn't give a shit. My daddy never went to court. When my stepmom finally got caught, it was probably like maybe, I want to say maybe a year later or so. She had been running from them. Plus, she had something else because I think she was on like, I don't know if she was on paper or something when I put that charge on her. She ended up doing 2 years. The whole time she was in jail, my daddy drug habit went up through the motherfucking roof. Shit was crazy. She did 2 years. My grandma was so pissed because they kept coming over there looking for my daddy. She was like, you're not allowed over here. Like, I ain't did shit. I've done nothing in this. They fucked with me. Oh, God. This shit was crazy. Oh, my God, it's 3 a.m. Oh, let me get over here. Let me tell y'all this real quick and then I'll go. I won't hold y'all up no more. In these struggles, I was struggling. Okay? Because there was some other shit that happened. Like, I ended up getting arrested again type shit after that for something totally different. They came to the house. I was watching Amy's kids and I was asleep. We had been up doing coke all night with the white boys. And we had ran out of coke. So now we was doing Xanax. I had never done a Xanax in my life, but I had snorted coke before. So we had been up. Amy White, only black people was me and Dave. And I think Mud. Mud might have been there. Everybody else was white boys. They had the best coke, you know? And my family tried to keep me for it, but the more they kept telling me I couldn't do it, I'm like, bitch, yes, I'm going to do coke. So I did coke from 18 to like 22. Off and on. It wasn't like a consistent thing. But if I wanted something the white boys had it and I was at the party, yes. Yes. I would do it. But where I stayed, of course, with the white girl, Amy, like she worked at a bar and it was Tony, he a black guy. He was also there. He came to live with us. Now, backstory on Tony. Okay. So Tony comes and lives with us. Now, it's just he's the third roommate. It's me, Amy, and Tony. And then of course the kids, right? So me and like I said, Amy will work at the bar, right? So me and Amy will go to the bar and all of a sudden Erica pop up, my baby daddy. And I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga stalking me? Like, what the fuck? So she was like, well, we all had went to a bar outside of her job. This was another night. He popped up and said, this nigga is fucking stalking me. Like, I'm so sick of this shit. I was like, fuck him. He don't take care of his daughter. She balls up a paper towel and throw it at me like, shut up. I'm like, shut up. Bitch, he don't take care of his daughter. I live with you. You see this. You know this. She's like, just chill out. Just relax. I'm like, what? I said, all right, I'll be cool. Fuck it. We're going to have a good time. He going to buy the drinks. Cool. Whatever. So we get so drunk, we can't drive. So he got to take us. Eric got to take us to Amy's house. I'm going to come back to Tony. So, well, yeah, you're right. I got to tell Tony first before I talk about that. Right. You're right. So I'm going to just tell you who Tony is. Tony is the cousin of Regina King, the actress. He brought her to our house. That's why I said when I met her, I said I met her personally, and I just don't feel comfortable doing that to her, with her son. I just don't feel right for that. I don't know. But I've met her personally. We'll talk about that. Because that goes into how Amy started fucking my baby daddy. Was fucking him. Behind my back. This whole time, and we are roommates. She knew he wasn't taking care of his daughter, and this bitch started fucking my baby daddy. They was in a full-blown relationship behind my back. Child, that got serious. I was gonna kill him in the house, honey. I was gonna kill this nigga. That's how he cut my hand. I was going to kill him. Back to Tony. So, reason why we was even really doing coke like this because Tony was a big cokehead, right? And so all the white boys, he hung with the white boys. Like I said, it was only black guys Tanico. Yeah, Tanico was black. So, but it was like Joel and Les and Mikey and all of them. They white boys and Indians, you know what I'm saying? So they kept coke, And then Amy brother sold coke. So it was always coke around, And at the time, my cousin is in jail. Ooh, it's a lot to that. Let's just say my cousin Emil was in jail. We ain't want to get into it, but he was in jail. And a lot of shit he had did and done, and it was a lot between them, and Amy wanted to hurt him. Okay. So Tony's staying with us. I gotta go to work. I go to work at 8:00. Now, this is after all of the shit when my daddy then popped off and all this other shit. I get another job, right? So now I got to be there at 8:00 in the morning. I've only been there maybe 2-3 days for real at this time of the coke. That's why people say I'm on drugs. Like, bitch, been there, done that. Been there, done that. I've been a stripper, everything. What the fuck is you talking about? I live a different life. So we are all up passing a plate. It's mass motherfuckers in this house. Babies is in the back sleep. It'd be so much coke, weed, Xanax, shrooms. It's like everywhere. They have everything, So I had never done shrooms. I had never done Xanax. I had done coke a few times, And this night, we was up. Like I never went to sleep. I had to go to work. I said, I got to go lay down. I need an hour before I have to get up. I'm trying to think if this was the time or if it was the time before that. And I can't remember if this was the time or the time before that. So one night we all doing coke and shit. We didn't ran out because we didn't ran out a couple times and just did the Xanax, right? It was for some shrooms type shit. So that's how I got arrested. That's where the story came in at. But I'm gonna tell y'all. So this particular night, we ran out, so we do Xanax. I had never had Xanax before in my life. I don't even remember what happened. I was so fucked up. I barely remember before taking the Xanax. Surely don't fucking remember what happened after I took the Xanax. Mind you, we had been up doing coke. So then the white boys pass out the Xanax. So I take one. I don't remember what happened. This is the next thing I remember. I'm dreaming that somebody's eating my pussy. I'm in a lucid dream that somebody's eating my pussy. Until I get this. Hey, turn over. Turn over. I come to. Tony is eating the shit out of my pussy on this couch. I'm like, what is happening? From the back, I'm thinking I'm dreaming. When I turn over, I see the white boy sleep on the couch. High, like this. Sleep. I don't know what the fuck. I turn over now. This nigga's fucking me. And I'm like, what is happening? Like, this is crazy. I'm being violated like a motherfucker. Like, whoa. I'm not knowing that Amy's kid, her daughter, she was like 12 at the time, was in the hallway. I don't know, because I'm not even coherent. So I'm like, this is crazy what's happening right now. It was good, though. Sorry. It was good. I was like, oh. So we start fucking after that. Don't judge me. Don't fucking judge me. We start fucking after that. He took advantage of me the first time. And I just kind of went with it. I was stupid and good for that. That happened to me when I was in Florida when I was actually held down and raped. And the nigga just wouldn't leave my house. He was like, bitch, we married. And I'm like, nigga, you are crazy. He like, I'll kill you and beat your ass in this motherfucker, though. And we was together for 10 months. That's a whole nother story. But this nigga, I was like, what is happening here? So another night, we up to the break of dawn. Like I said, I had to get up and go to work. So we ended up staying up. I think we might have did some, or I just went to sleep. No, they went and got more coke. That's what it was. They went and got more coke. I said, I can't. I got to go to work. I got to go to bed. So I go to bed. I lay down for about an hour. I get up. I go to work. When I come back, no one has been asleep. Nobody has been asleep. Oh, my life is, I told you, my life, child, what? This walk wasn't no easy walk, and bitch want to get her back. Miss me with that. I've been through some shit. I come back. Nobody has been asleep. They are still doing coke. I get off at 3:00. They're still doing coke to the point where when I come in the house, as I'm going back to go to my room, Tony is kind of walking in front of me. He starts shaking and passes the fuck out and falls into the closet, breaks the closet door. We are in a panic because I'm like, this nigga done died. Oh shit. He wasn't. He was just fucked up, but he did not die. He didn't even go to the hospital. He shook it off and said he was all right and got back up. He said he don't know what happened. You ain't been sleeping. You've been up for hours doing coke. That's what happened. So he was gone. Tony was gone somewhere. We had been doing coke again. This was the night that they gave us the shrooms, and I had never done shrooms. The shrooms had me throwing up green shit. I had to go lay down, so I go to bed. And Amy ended up going somewhere, and The kids was up. They had been jumping off the fucking roof of the house. Type shit. I didn't know. They playing loud music because I was still fucked up. I was asleep. You know, it's like fucking 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. I don't know. I done slept through the day. They jumping off the roof of the motherfucking house. They playing loud music. All I know is Siobhan come wake me up. The 12-year-old, she come wake me up. Like, the police here. The police here where? They in the house. What? Then I jump up out the motherfucking bed. The police is standing in the hallway. Are you the adult in the house? I'm like, yeah. What's your name? I'm not telling him because I didn't go back to court for the shit from my daddy. I have a warrant out for my arrest. I give him my cousin's Minnie name. I said my name is Minnie Johnson. They said, what's your social? I goes off because I don't know her social. Now I'm starting to talk crazy. I mean, I'm going the fuck off like, fuck you pigs, bacon, blah, 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 blah. They like, yep, but you going down. What is your fucking name? Child. I give them my name. They arrest me for disorderly conduct for playing loud music. I was so pissed. And I just really felt like Amy, you're like, you owe down for that. Like, I was asleep. Your kids was in here playing that loud music. Child, the police then came. I was pissed. Yeah, so I had to go to court for that shit. I didn't really do no time. I got out of all of it, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? And College Hill really don't play, so I was really blessed to get out of it. Like, I didn't been going down the one way, the wrong way in College Hill, and stopped at the one-way sign thinking it was a stop sign, bitch, and pulled out. The cop was sitting right there. Whoop! I said, goddamn. So that's how I got arrested again after I got arrested about my daddy and them. So now I'm laid on one couch this day, and Amy is laid on the other couch. And I'm trying to think if Eric had been calling, but Amy had said she was dating this bus driver. And the bus driver had called the house one day, and I answered the phone. I was like, damn, Amy, he sounds just like Eric. She was like, for real? I was like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, like not thinking nothing of it, right? So now we go to the bar this day. Remember I said, and he pop up and she ball up the paper, like, be quiet, whatever. We get so drunk, he drive us back. So he don't leave. So my spidey senses tell me something feel weird in this motherfucker. In the house is me, it's him, Amy, and then Amy's oldest daughter, she's up too. So me and her, we like playing cards on the floor type shit. We drunk. It ain't really no weed. We saw that we ain't really got no weed. We got little cotties. We keep trying to smoke the motherfucking cotties and shit. So she go, like she's going to her room. He said he got to use the bathroom. It's quiet. I do like this. Because my spidey senses is tingling. I'm understanding that there's some shit going on, but I don't know what it is. So I say, and I see Melinda. Melinda can see down the hallway, which is the oldest daughter. She can see down the hallway or whatever. And so, this shit was so crazy. Melinda tell me, she say, I just saw Eric and my mama kissing in the hallway. What? I'm like, nah. I'm like, what? So I call her out on it. I asked her, I say, like, is he trying to fuck with you? She was like, I don't know. I would never do you like that. I would never do my friends like that. I was like, well, shit, if he got some money, let's see if he got some money. She was like, no, because I really want to see what she going to say. That's what that's the real reason I say that. She was like, I would never do that. No, I would never do like that. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So this particular day, she's laid on one couch like this, and our couches is like this, right? I'm on this couch, she's on this couch. And we talking, and she's like, somebody wants me to tell you something. And I'm like, who? Because Eric was on his way, supposed to be coming over to see Toddy or whatever. And I'm like, who? What's going on? I'm thinking she's talking about Tony, because remember, I'm fucking Tony. And she said, he wants me to tell you that he likes me and we want to be together. Who you talking about? She always, Cuba. What? Bitch, who you talking about? I know the fuck you ain't talking about my baby daddy, bitch. Yeah. Like what he does. Like, what? Huh? What happened? What happened? I said, oh. I said, but I thought you wouldn't do no shit like that. I thought that's what you said. Well, you the one who told me. I said, no. I want to see what you was going to say because you told me that y'all was not kissing in the hallway. You told me that was a lie. So I want to see what you was going to say, and you told me that you would never do no shit like that. But this was all your idea. No, bitch, it was never my motherfucking idea, bitch. I say, well, he supposed to be coming over here, and I hope he do because it's about to go down. She jump up and she go call him or whatever. Now, I can't remember. Somebody came and picked Toddy up. I think my aunt had came and picked Toddy up. I am steamed. I called my sister, remember, because my sister's his first cousin. So I called my sister and I'm telling her, like, what the fuck's going on? She like, this nigga's dead wrong. He dead wrong. This motherfucker gonna tell me she see the inside me. What? She know me on the inside. She see me who I'm supposed to be. She see my inside me. Huh? Fuck is you talking about? You're fucking my best friend behind my back, and she's also my roommate. And I'm gonna kill you. And he know how I get down. She really didn't. She did, but she didn't. You know, she had seen the sock trick with the apple. She didn't see me in action. She didn't even see me in action when she used to stay up on Brackenwoods, which is like, you know, his little crazy ass heels, like a project heel type shit. She didn't see me in action, but she don't really know how I get down, you know. So now she's mad at me because I have a problem with this. Because they want to be together. And it's basically, you need to move out. What? Bitch, I had to take a walk. It was snowing. I did not give a fuck. It was snowing hard as fuck. I didn't even know where I was going, but bitch, I had to walk. Because I was heated. It's like damn near blizzard outside type shit. And my aunt, she see me like, where the fuck is you going? I say, I don't even know. She's like, get the fuck in the car. What is going on? I tell her, my aunt that sees me and picks me up is Emil's mom, Jamaica's grandma, which would make this Amy's mother-in-law. I tell her what's happening. She like, you lying. She said, but I told you when a white bitch ain't got no loyalty to black women. I don't give a fuck how many times they call you your best friend, bitch. They ain't never got no loyalty. Okay, heard you. I was wandering in the motherfucking snow, bitch, because I didn't know what. The next day, that's what happened. The next day, that when she dropped me off, she picked up Toddy. And so the next day, Amy says, Eric's coming over. What? She forgets. She don't know this nigga's in love with me on a whole nother level. In love with me on a whole nother level. He comes in. I done went and got dressed and dolled up. I'm beautified like a motherfucker. Because I know the nigga, you know. He can't resist himself when he come through the door. He see me sitting on the couch. I'm dolled up, just sitting there. Because I'm about to see what's happening because I'm going to kill everybody in this motherfucking house. I already done got rid of my baby. I'm about to kill somebody. Because, bitch, you got me fucked up and he got me fucked up. Okay? He come in, he got a 12 pack or a 24 pack of it's 12 or 24 pack of Budweiser. Because that's what she drink. I'm looking at this shit. You don't take care of my daughter, but you done brought this bitch some beer? Is you out of your fucking mind? So they go in the bedroom. They go put the beer in the refrigerator. They go in the bedroom, close the door. I get up. I call my sister. She like, bitch, you lying. I'm like, no, I am not. I go in there. I get one of the bottles of beers or whatever. I'm drinking it. Sitting on the couch drinking it. I finish that. I go get another one. She come in there to get one. She see that I'm drinking a beer. She said, don't be drinking my motherfucking beer. Is you crazy? No, but bitch, is you crazy? She take the beer. I go and get another one. Because now, bitch, I want you to say something. Because now I'm about to beat you the fuck up in your own house. Don't give no fucks at all. I'm about to turn all the way the fuck up. Now, let's back up. Because when he comes through the door, like I said, he couldn't control himself. He don't even speak to her. He come directly to me. Hey, what's up? How you doing? You know, want to shake my hand? I said, get the fuck out of my face. But I already know him. So she's sitting on the arm of the couch looking like, that's why she go in the back. He follow her. I called my sister because I knew what the nigga was going to do. The nigga's in love with me. So she said, I'm drinking my motherfucking beer. So I go and get another one. Because now I'm about to beat your ass. Because I want you to come and take it. Because now I'm about to crack your shit and fuck you up in this house. They going, she come out the door, out the bedroom door. She going to bathroom. She coming there. You know, for me, I felt like they was playing a game. Like the light will be on, then the light will be off, the light will be on. I called my sister like, I'm about to tear this motherfucker up. She like, just be cool. Nah. So she calls him like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? This is your baby mom. That's when he tells her, but she know the inside me. She really care about how I feel. What? So this is what set the night off. This is what happened. This is what set the night off. She come out. She got her bed clothes, like a t-shirt and some panties, and a towel in her hand. She's going to the bathroom like she about to take a shower, like they about to lay down, like they about to fuck. Who? No, you're not. She go in the bathroom. I sit there, I have to compose myself because I'm like, I'm about to turn into the Incredible Hulk in this motherfucker. I politely get my beautiful ass up. I go in the kitchen. There is a pear knife sitting in the sink. I go out the side door. Now, the way Eric is parked, he likes to back in, so he is backed in. So I go and I cut both tires on the driver's side because you can't see that side. You can only see the passenger side from the front door. So I go around the car. I stab both tires because nobody's leaving. I'm about to kill everybody in the house. Nobody's leaving. I make sure of it. I go back in. That's what it was. Yes. Because the last time she went out, came back in the room, the light was off. So that's when I get up, I go cut the tires, I come back in, I sit down, I'm drinking a beer. That's when she come out with her towel and shit, like they about to fuck. Oh yeah? I go and retrieve the knife. I open up the bedroom door. He's sitting at the edge of the bed. I politely close the door because I got the knife behind my back like this. I close the door and I lock it. He said, Quatita, it ain't even like that. I said, but it is like that. I jump on this nigga just like this. I mean, I came up off the floor. I grabbed we is tussling on the bed. I am trying to kill this nigga. I am trying to end his life. I am pissed. I'm on top of him. We is in that bitch. He fighting for his life. I wouldn't give a fuck. I'm about to kill you, bitch. I was trying to kill him. I was trying to stab this nigga in his heart. I was shaking like I'm gonna kill you, bitch. He's screaming like it ain't like that. I said, it is like that, nigga. Child, we done fell off the fucking bed. When we fell off the bed, he snatched the knife out of my hand. That's how he cut my pinky. His blood everywhere now. I am heated because now I'm bleeding. I get up off the motherfucking floor. He like, bitch, you was crazy. Yup. Yup, nigga. I go outside. I wrap my finger up. She come, because it's when I say you was commotion, I go wrap my finger up. I come running back down the motherfucking. I had lost my mind. I don't even know how I come up off the floor like that. Toddy say I do that. I don't even know how I do it. He's standing at the end of the hallway talking shit. I comes full-fledged, spin that nigga face. I jump on him like this, like a cat. I got him by his motherfucking hair. My feet is wrapped around his waist, and I got him by his hair like I'm trying to fuck him up because I am steamed. I don't even know where I'm in my mind. Child. I don't even know how he got me off of him. His hair is everywhere. He got a lot of hair. His hair come down his back. I'm like, I'm pissed. I'm breathing heavy. My hand. She come out the bathroom. What are you doing? I don't even know what you mad for. Y'all ain't been together in 2 years. I said, bitch, just like you was mad because your husband was fucking my sister in your bed, bitch. Ain't that when you mad? But Quatita, y'all wasn't even. I said, bitch, I'm about to beat you the fuck up. Man, it was so fucking ugly. I looked down the hallway. Her door is open. She's on the bed, brushing his hair back in the ponytail. I said, oh, I'm about to kill everybody now. Oh, I'm about to kill everybody in this motherfucker. Yes. Child, my sister called like, I'm on my way over there. Just leave. Because he had called her like, this bitch is crazy. Yes, the fuck. Child. She told me, I'm calling the police. I said, I don't give a fuck. But I did, because I wasn't trying to go back to jail. Bitch, it had been 2 stints already. I was not trying to be back in handcuffs again. I was not trying to have it. So I'm angry. I tell my sister, like, bitch, they ain't leaving. They ain't motherfucking leave, bitch, because I done cut the tires. I'm not going nowhere. I'm about to kill both of these bitches in this motherfucker. She like, no, calm down. We on our way. Ty got this bad. I think he's trying to do something to Eric. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Let's go. We about to fuck them up. She like, no, just leave. She's calling the police. You going to jail. So I start walking up the street. As I'm walking, my sister them come and pick me up. I was crying. I was so motherfucking mad. I was mad as fuck. I wanted to kill this nigga. I wanted to kill her. I wanted to kill him. Now, what serves it all right? She says, well, he wanted to hurt you and I was trying to hurt him, and, we just fell in love. What? First of all, you just said he was trying to hurt me and you knew that you're my best friend, bitch. And you're my roommate. Genome shit. I was so blown away. Now, they were together for like a year. Now, mind you, I told you, I said the time I got arrested, the motherfucker was playing loud music on top of the roof, jumping off of shit. Well, she had been at work and the 12-year-old was supposed to be watching everybody because they got 2 younger boys up under her. And the oldest girl was no longer staying there because of some other shit. Remember I said it was a lie. I ain't gonna go into it. She was no longer staying there because of that. So while she's at work, the neighbor called the police because the boys is on the roof jumping the fuck off the roof. That's what I said. Jumping off the roof. So she gets a child endangerment charge. They trying to take the kids. Mind you, my cousin, the husband, the father, is in the penitentiary. She goes and signs custody over to Eric. What? Wait, what? My family is in a rage. You signed custody over of my cousin's kids to my baby daddy? Sometimes people think they the one, right? I don't know if she thought he was going to do her differently, but baby, When I tell you he did her worse, he used genomes. Child, didn't you know? First of all, he's still in love with me. He beat up one of his white girlfriends because she said anything about me and about taking care of his kids. He beat that bitch up. You can't say nothing about me. You thought you was me? Thought you was better than me? Knock it the fuck off. Child, he was giving this bitch the blues. My family said every time they seen her, she was dirty looking. She calls me. We're taking the kids to the circus, and I want to know if it was okay if Toddy comes. Cute. Cute. I said, it's fine. It's no problem. Sure. Well, it was for her son's birthday. He was taking him to the circus for her son's birthday. Why is that important? Her son's birthday is May 4th. My daughter's birthday is April 29th. He never even called and said happy birthday to my child. Now you calling to see if she can go to the circus for your son's birthday because my baby daddy is taking your son to the circus for his birthday. I said, yeah, that's fine. She can go. What time should I have her ready? She tell me the time. I think it was like 3 or 4 o'clock. Have her ready. I bullshit you not. I bullshit you not. I get a call an hour later, says, Eric says she can't go. I'm so sorry. He says she can't go. He said it's not enough room for her. You mean after I told my daughter I was coming to get her to take her to the circus? I'm building this as to why. Remember, the story started because I said I convinced Toddy that I had killed him and put him in my trunk. Remember? That's how the story started. So I'm just taking y'all through why I did that in my mind. So I say, fine. So then I get word that he had, they was moving into a house. They was together for like a year. And they was moving into a house, in which she did move into the house. And she ended up breaking up with him because it was said and seen that he was beating her ass. And he then was stalking, I guess, and one of his moments, sitting outside her house, when her oldest kids, I guess, baby daddy had dropped her the fuck off. He seen that shit and beat her up in the front yard, choked her out type shit in the front yard. I said, oh, she thought she was the one. She thought she was better than me. No, bitch, she gonna beat your ass soon. So they break up just in time for my cousin to get out of the penitentiary, in which she goes back to, and he takes her back. Well, I ain't perfect. I did a lot of shit to her, It was, it's all. What? Cool. So then she sent word through my friend Roxanne. Like, I'm so sorry. Just tell her I want to talk to her. I'm so sorry. I'm like, cool. I have a forgiving heart. So we go, because Roxanne was staying, her friend was staying somewhere over there, because we all kind of was staying at the same place. These are the same, I think she had just moved in over there. And I had my first apartment over there, same place where they found my sister hanging dead in the woods, like right there. All of it's the same place, right? So I go over there, and she's like damn near crying, keep grabbing my face. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I did that. It's just fucked up. I'm so sorry. You sorry now because you want to be back with my cousin, your husband. And I was mad at him. Like, you take her back, I'm not fucking with you. But of course, he took her back immediately because she ain't did nothing wrong. So we became cool and shit again. They never fucked around again for what I know. And that's when she was telling me, all the shit that he had took her through or whatever. And I'm like, because you thought you was special, bitch. Because you thought you was white. And that was going to mean something. And it didn't. So what happened? I'm going to let y'all go because it's already 4 o'clock. So what happened, the reason why I convinced Toddy is because, like I said, he was staying with the bitch right down the walkway from my sister, taking care of these kids and all this other shit. And I had talked to him. And like I said, he always trying to fuck with me, trying to get back with me. And I love you. And I just want to marry you. And can we get back together? And it's like, no, never. So I go over there to the girl house. He come to the door. I said, I need to talk to you. He's like, what the fuck is you doing here? Now, this ain't how the fuck you do nothing. I'm like, what? Then like, nigga, I don't want you. We need food. I need some money. He like, I'm not giving you shit. I don't even know what the fuck you came over here for. Like, what? He went good. I said, nigga, I'll ram your motherfucking truck. I'll run this car. I'm not knowing she in the house, but I don't give a fuck. She came to the door and like, and when you do, I'm going to beat your ass. I said, and I want to see you fucking do it. Now I done clicked all the way the fuck out. Everybody arguing. He like, why the fuck would you come over here? Because, bitch, we need food. We need some fucking money. What is you talking about? You playing house with these motherfuckers and your daughter's starving. Is you out your mind? Girl, I didn't click the fuck out. I say, just go ahead and leave. Because I wanted to ram my car. I say, don't do it, bitch, because you're going to jail. And you know it. You know you going. I say, cool. So at this particular time, child, I just kept saying to myself, this nigga ain't taking care of my daughter. The fuck is he breathing for? I don't see the point of him being alive because I was a heavy Jesus thumper then. I'm like, Jesus, Jesus, I don't see the point of this nigga breathing because he not taking care of my daughter. Like, that's his ultimate job. I don't see what else he got to do here. He's an alcoholic, he doing selling dope to people, Why is he still alive? I said, I'm going to kill him. I had plotted. I've been thinking about it for like 2 days. I'm going to kill this nigga and put him in my trunk. I don't know what I'm going to do with the body, but he going to die. Today, I'm killing this nigga. I'm sick of it. It's over. One bed, one sheet, one pillowcase. It's over. I'm killing this nigga. I wanted to kill him. So I had been plotting and planning, but I needed to know because he was never a father to her. But no matter what he did, she loved this nigga like he was there in her life every day. I can count on 3 fingers the shit he's done for my daughter. For her 2nd birthday, this nigga gave her a broken keychain and $2. This motherfucker ain't shit. That kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? But when he was dying a couple years ago, we were sitting at his bedside. Damn near never left. And the other day she was telling me he called her out the blue and was giving her fatherly advice, and she just like broke down crying, like, because she said it meant so much to her. And I'm like, over the years she used to say she didn't give a fuck because she said, you got me, so I don't give a fuck about him. And him and her didn't got into it, had words and shit, but he would come and get her too, and they would kind of try to spend time together. She got older, but it was just like, miss me with that. You ain't never been to a performance. My daughter went to SCPA, which is a motherfucking school of performing arts. My daughter was a singer. She was like in drama, you know what I'm saying, and dance. I was there front and center at all of the performances, the dances, goddamn it. I was in there trying to help her choreograph. Like, I'm that mom. I did field trips to the Nutcracker. I was the chaperone. I took lunch. I was always at the school having lunch with my daughter, so I would take lunch for the kids and get them money. I was the mom at the bus stop. I was that kind of mama. I'm a mother. At 16, I was a mama. You understand me? So you not being a father at fucking 38, I don't get that part because you a father to everybody else's kids. So now I'm plotting to kill this nigga. Like, I'm going to kill him. But I just need to know how the fuck she feel about it. So when she came home from school, I had convinced her that I killed him and put him in my trunk because I just wanted to know if it would be okay if I really did it. Y'all, this motherfucker looked at me like, what? I said I had to. I was serious as a fucking heart attack. I said I had to. He don't take care of you. I don't understand the point of him being alive. She looked at me and was like, then I can't respect you because you're a murderer and I'll never respect you again. That's my daddy. And I like, what? Did you die here with the spiel I gave you? I'm a murderer. She said, you a murderer and I'll never look at you the same. I said, he ain't even fucking dead. This was my plan. I was trying to see if it would be all right with you. She said, I'll never look at you the same. I won't respect you either. You're a murderer. I'm like, wow. Wow. I was so pissed. I was so fucking pissed. It snapped me out because that nigga was dead. I had been plotting on him for 2 days. I was going to kill him. I said, well, your daughter saved your life and you have no idea she saved your fucking life, nigga, because I was going to kill this thing. I was taking him the fuck out. Why is you breathing, bitch? We ain't got no food. The shit I didn't have to do to take care of my daughter. And all you do is drink and go in that time. Let me tell y'all something. Ain't like I ain't never filed child support, child. They told me they send child support papers to 10 different jobs, and every time they would send him, he would quit. He said he's not going to pay child support for her. He told the judge he was $21,000 in arrear. I don't know. I go to get some printout papers for from the child support. They's like, you ain't got no child support case. I say, yes, I do. He's in arrear like $21,000. She's in the mail. Your case been closed. I said, whose case been closed? He's never paid. He was only ordered to pay $193.33 a month. He's never paid it. My baby daddy is a truck driver. He's a CNA. This nigga can work. He refuses to work because he refused to pay child support. She said, sweetheart, Mr. Neely came and petitioned the court and said he didn't even know he had a daughter. What? Yes, ma'am. He petitioned the court. I said, well, why the fuck I ain't getting no child support papers? Why I ain't getting no court papers to go to court? Why wouldn't I get that? She had no answers. They had closed my fucking case. And I said, and I won't never open it again. I'll never do it again. Bitch, you waste my time. I done been sanctioned off of welfare and all kind of shit because y'all said I wasn't reporting shit on time concerning this nigga. And he came down here and said he didn't even know he had a baby. Is you out of your mind? Because they took his license. They took his license. He had CDLs. They took his fucking license. This nigga said he didn't even know he had a daughter. Closed my case. Wiped it out. There was no printout to take where I needed to take it to. He keep lying to myself. I ain't never did that. Yes, the fuck you did, bitch. They ain't just threw out no fucking child support case, bitch. Oh my God. I was in a rage. But I couldn't kill him because I had already tried that, remember? She told me I would be a murderer. Like, so that's how I convinced her, why I convinced her that I killed her daddy and put him in my trunk. That nigga ain't never did shit for my daughter. And he's so proud of it. He tell everybody, that's my baby mama. He used to be in the chat. If I was on Facebook, he'd be in the chat. Love you, baby mama. Get the fuck out of here. We was gonna try to make it work. I just wanted her to have him in her life. So when I had moved to Florida, she was like 4. And I was going to, we had started talking and we was cordial and he wanted to marry me and he was driving trucks and he was like, I'm gonna come and we're gonna get married and I'm gonna make it right. And I'm like, fine. all right, we can work on it. And then I changed my mind because I knew he wasn't gonna do right. And right after that, I met the psycho, the abusive one who raped me and was abusive and all that shit from Miami. That nigga was crazy. He was the craziest out of all of them. I done been in like 4 abusive relationships. He was the absolutely craziest one. And I guess it really depends. You're right, Yehuda. It depends on which kind of crazy we looking at. Cause see, when I was with Melvin would, when I worked at Frisch's, it was like a running joke. Child, you look outside and he is circling the building. He walks around the building until I get off. You would think he gone. Nope. Here he come back around the building. This nigga was stalking me while he was with me. It got to the point where I slept with knives under my pillow and under my bed, under the mattress. Because I was like this nigga, the shit we was going through. This the one I was telling you about. I said he got the job next door at the Wendy's just to be near where I was at. And I had a crush on a little black chick that I was working with. I had never been with a woman before, but I wanted to so badly. And I had a crush on her, which turned out to be my ex-girlfriend. The one I said is Soft Stud, the first one. And yeah. That nigga was crazy. He used to think like all he had to do was eat my pussy and everything would go. I would be like, she just got an attitude. Let me just eat her pussy because that's what it is. Oh, you want me to wash the dishes? Come here, let me eat your pussy. Like, no, wash the motherfucking dishes, nigga. You know, like, no, don't be trying to get me with that. That's a weakness. No. What up, Ty? Child. I'm like, mm-mm. But he was crazy in that way. He had even like convinced the police and shit. And I was paying all the bills. The money was, I mean, the house was in my name. But this one I said he also, he chased me across the street to the motherfucking, trying to fight me. I ran. And I ran over to the construction workers that was across the street from my house. So you know they didn't do shit. This nigga drugged me across the ground, ripped my shit, titties out. I'm like, y'all not gonna do nothing? Nobody helped me. So I go around the corner to where my girlfriend's staying at with her dude. And he the one that even caused me to start fucking with her and her dude in the first place, because he was working there with her dude at Wendy's and me and her work at the Frisch's, and they're both next door. So then he started fucking bitches in the Wendy's and they talking about it, and the bitch was leaving shit in my car. So I knew that she had been in my car. He couldn't deny it. So her dude would come back and tell me to make sure I knew, because they was trying to pull me. Because they fuck bitches. That's what they do. They fuck bitches together. You know? So they trying to pull me. So they making sure that I know what this nigga doing. He's stupid. So then I started fucking with them. And then it was no longer them. It was her. And like me and her we fucked around off and on for like 20 years. Yeah. And she's still really good. We still good friends and stuff. But her babies are my babies, and my baby is her baby. You know, Toddy was 4 when her and I got together, and Corey was 3. And child, we watched one time. We had been in the living room smoking and shit, so we go in there to check on them. And they playing, and I was getting ready to walk in the room. Stephanie like, nah, hold on, let's just see what they do. So we standing in the dark room watching. They jumping on the bed. Toddy fall on the bed. She lay down. She cover up. She watching TV. So then, mind you, they 3 and 4. They're 3 and 4. So he sit on the bed. He laying. He like pull a cover back and he grab her by her shoulder. She said, "No, we is not having the sex." What? And Stephanie looking at her like, what the fuck? Girl, get your ass out the bed. Get your ass out the fucking bed. You about to get beat down. The sex? What? Kids is crazy. crazy. But man, we start fucking around good too. And that was when I told y'all, some of y'all might remember, y'all might not, how he wanted me to come home. No, nigga. He'd be standing out there yelling. Or he'll come up to the door. One day he came up to the door and knocked, and the door wasn't already closed. Bitch, we was on the floor, all three of us about to get down, skirt up, about to go down. Motherfucking door flew open as he's knocking. That nigga backed out and closed the door like a cop. That nigga would walk around our motherfucking house. And mind you, we was in Price Hill. Ain't number Aryan Nation boys out there, white skinheads, you know. And he wouldn't go home. And we kept telling him to go home. Because I stayed around the corner. I'm like, I'm not going home. He like, you leaving? No, I'm not. I'm fucking. I don't know what you're talking about. Get the fuck out of here. You got me fucked up. You been fucking bitches. Like, where you fucking them at? In my house? They in my car? Who's leaving? No, I'm not. Go home. Will, which is Stephanie's dude at the time, he go outside. He trying to convince him. Stephanie go too. I said, I'm not going out there. I don't give a fuck. So now they around this corner, but I can see Stephanie and I can hear what's happening, but I can't see anything. And I can't really hear the words, but I know shit is going down. So Stephanie and them version is that the skinheads got into it with Melvin and was like, you need to take your ass from around here. He's like, I'm not going nowhere. They get into it. We'll say the white boy hit Melvin with some brass knuckles. You hear it. That's how loud it was. I'm in the window. I'm like, what's going on? I hear it. Pow. I said, what the fuck was that? She turned like this. Oh my fucking God. She's looking at me in the window like, I'm like, what happened? What happened? I just start crying like, what is that? What happened? She like, I think this nigga dead. I'm like, what? He says, Will kept telling him to go home, which is her dude. He said they get into it. Cause Will know karate. He say Will hit him with a roundhouse kick and knock him out. Will say, no, I didn't. The white boys hit him with brass knuckles. He say, no, they didn't. This nigga jumped up and did a karate move, roundhouse, and kicked me in my face and put me to sleep. I go around the corner to my house the next day. He walking around. He got a bandana on his face. I'm like, let me see. Let me see. Yo, this nigga take this shit off his face. His whole shit is hanging. It's like swollen and just hanging. I mean, fucking hanging to the point where I bust out crying. I busted out crying like I couldn't even stand and look at. That's how fucked up his face was. So whether he got roundhouse kicked or hit with brass knuckles, his mouth was sitting off of his motherfucking face. His chin was swollen and everything was hanging. That's why he had the bandana. I felt so fucking bad. But after that, I didn't trust him. That's why I started sleeping with the knife because the nigga was acting crazy. Which is how I got to Florida in the first place because he was stalking me. I was like, this relationship is over, girl. He had to convince the police that he was paying the bills and he was not paying the bills, child. And this nigga tried to come through the window and I cracked him in his head with a motherfucking glass, child. He had me choked up against the wall. I cracked this nigga. I'm good for a crack, bitch. That nigga had took my plug off from up under my car. I don't know how the fuck he did it. Listen, it's a lot. I don't know how the fuck he did it. The car just started rolling. Like, I'm in the car. He didn't want me to leave. I'm like, bitch, it's over. So he didn't grab my motherfucking TV. And I'm like, you not taking my TV? He like, yes, the fuck I am. He's holding the TV with a face front and is in his stomach. I'm like, you're not taking my TV. So I got it by the string and I'm holding, the plug. Child, I was so motherfucking mad. I don't remember if the cord, it snapped or what it was, or if I just let go. All I know is I lost my motherfucking mind, and he was standing in the front door, and it's like 3 steps to go outside off of my front door. I just looked at that nigga. I let it go, and I pushed him. He was holding the TV. I pushed him backwards. I was trying to kill him. Boom! That nigga jumped. I said I was hoping that bitch fell on his motherfucking head and killed this nigga. I was so mad. I'm always trying to kill somebody. These niggas, I'm telling you, fucking with me. Bitches that's fucking with me, they being blessed. They are being blessed. I'm telling you. I'm being rewarded for not even... They don't know who they fucking with. I'm trying to tell you. They do not know. I am a changed woman. I am 42. This bitch would have tried the shit she's trying with the younger me. That bitch would have been dead already. Shabazz will tell you. She done been to my family house. Bazzy see how we got down. She seen how I get down. I didn't give a fuck who's around. I jumped in the car. I don't even know how I got that van out of my family's driveway. I was getting ready to kill this nigga. I was going to run this nigga down. When I said jumped on my cousin, man, I was going to kill this man. I was flooring it. I was trying to run him over, and I meant death. Shit. This bitch is blessed. This she's not on. I don't give a fuck about what she doing. And I don't. And I mean, just let me breathe. Stay the fuck away from me. So I'm telling you who you're dealing with. I'm just changed. You know? I'm just a changed person, baby. I'm 42. 24, 34. I'd have been in Houston. All this shit that's been going on, I probably have been there. Because I don't give a fuck. It would have been sparks. Real life. You know, I was with Magic, what, 2 years ago? Year and a half ago? Year and a half ago? Year and a half ago? Then I was just trying to kill a nigga a year and a half ago. I have grown in the last 2 years. That's why I put up that video of who I have been and who I am now. 2 years of queen. I want you to understand. These motherfuckers are lucky. And I do this. I say this because I don't give a fuck what we talking about? What happened? Y'all don't understand. I'm queen. I'm Quatita. But if Q come out, let Q stay where the fuck Q is at. Cause that bitch, she don't have a problem. She got a lot of motherfucking problems, bitch. Q holds all of the animosity from the shit that Quatita went through. You better let that bitch stay where the fuck she's at. On real life. They have no idea who they fucking with. And that's on 7 Little Pigs had married little lambs. I'm telling you. You don't even know. No. Child. Bye. Bye. Motherfucker myself, I ran you off of you. Do you know who you're talking to? Girl, you must don't. I used to fight for fun, bitch. What? I used to fight, bitch. I used to fight. I didn't been in motherfucking Crips, bitch. I was in the Black Mafia bitches, bitch. Like, you got to fight to get in. The Black Mafia bitches. I don't know who the fuck they talking to. I do not. Don't let these nails fool you, bitch. I come from the Comanche Project, so I just look this way. I'm just being good because I've changed my life. I'm telling you, Spirit has saved many lives, and one of them was mine, because I would not be who or where I am today if I would have committed any of the murders that I wanted to commit. None. I would not be who and where I am. My temper was so bad. My grandmother said, you better quit pulling knives on people. Because that's me. That's me. Because what happened? Who about to do what? I'm gonna need you. Right. Okay, Yehuda, period. Just like 2 years ago, I'm telling you, a year and a half ago, This nigga say he gonna shoot me. Who? You gonna shoot me? He say, right hand, I call Toddy right now. Toddy is in the car. My first security is in the car. He's in the video too. Me. We are all in the car. I pull up to my niece's house to get some weed from my sister's dude's son. He pull up. He starts talking crazy. I'm trying to be cordial. I'm just being funny me. But he got a nasty ass attitude. He start calling me bitches. I'm like, who the fuck is you talking to, little boy? I don't give a fuck about you being big. And he's mixed. Biracial. Who a bitch? He was like, bitch, I'll shoot you. What? He tried to say this shit and back out down the street like he was going to turn around and leave. No. As he's turning up in the driveway, I turn up in the driveway, but I turn all up in the grass, bitch, because I don't give a fuck. He like, what is you doing? He's screaming, I'm about to kill you, nigga. You gonna shoot who? I didn't forgot. My gun is packed away. My gun is in a suitcase in a different car. I don't give a fuck. I didn't forgot. I don't even give a shit. Because you gonna shoot me, bitch, you gonna have to do it. My security, we catch him at the stop sign. He pull out. I pull up on the side of him. My security jump out. He ain't got no gun either because the gun is in the fucking luggage. I now remember that. So now I jump out in front of security. Get the fuck in the car. I said, nigga, you gonna kill who, bitch? Now you gotta do it. He takes off. I jump in the car. Mean jumps in the car. I chase this nigga down for miles, flying. I'm doing about 100, screaming out the window, kill me, bitch. You gonna kill me? You gotta do it, bitch, because you done said you gonna kill me, bitch. Now I'm holding you to that. This nigga's whipping in and out of traffic. So the fuck am I? I don't give a fuck. You gonna kill me, bitch? Let's go. I don't know who the fuck these niggas be talking to. You gonna kill me? That's fine, but you're gonna have to do it. You gonna beat my ass? That's fine, but you're gonna have to do it. I'm gonna hold you to it. This nigga said he was gonna shoot me. I had lost my motherfucking mind. You gonna shoot me? You say that in front of my daughter? I lost my mind. You gonna shoot me, but you running. What is you running for? I was doing 90. I was damn near on 2 tires hitting corners, like screaming at the top of my lung out the window. Shoot me, bitch. I'm gonna need you to do that. I didn't call my sister like, I'm gonna kill this nigga. She's like, what is happening? I'm about to kill your dude's son. This fat bitch that said he was gonna shoot me and call me all kind of bitches. What? Her dude had to get on the phone like, do you know the fuck you talking to? First of all, do you know who the fuck she is? Let's say that. Second of all, do you know who the fuck she is? That nigga hit a corner. I couldn't even get down that corner. I had to keep going straight because the way he turned. I could not even get to him. I lost him. My foot was jumping on the pedal. Like I was trembling. Like, bitch, you gonna kill who? That's fine if you thought that. But when you said it to me, let's go. It's game time. No. You ain't looking for me. You thought you was looking for me. That's why I say that. You think you looking for me. Nigga, you ain't looking for me. Ain't none of them looking for me. I could swear it. They think they looking for me. These niggas ain't looking for me. You looking for Queen to do what? You gonna do something to Queen? Not a peon, baby. Not a minuscule motherfucker, as Belly Belcon says. You ain't looking for me. You thought you was, though. That's cute. You think you harassing me. You're not harassing me. Because if you was, you would have a problem. And you only ain't got no problem because you're not harassing me. You're harassing yourself. I can guarantee that on life. I ain't got a problem. I'm gonna let you run yourself crazy. Because it don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. I swear it. Only reason why we canceled Houston is because they said they would kill everybody. And I'm like, I don't want nobody to get killed because, bitch, it could be gun time all day long. But I don't want innocent people to get hit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, okay. Because I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to die. But ain't nobody getting ready. You not. That's not. No. No. So I let people talk. I let them talk and let them breathe because I'm 42. Not 24, not 34. Not 32. I see, I understand things differently now. You know what I'm saying? And I want my babies to be able to do stuff and me be able to see them do stuff. You know, so I think differently. Because I still, listen, I told y'all my aunt is 70 something now. She shot her husband a few years ago. My aunt was 60 something, shot her husband in the stomach for talking shit. I come from Tulsa, Oklahoma. And not saying that it's any tougher than anything else. I'm just saying I come from the South. I come from the country. And the people in Texas told me, they said, Miss Dean, we play with guns for fun here. I don't know if they think I'm originally from Ohio, because I'm not. I just don't like guns. I just don't. But I carry it and I will shoot it. Motherfucker told me, well, I'm from New Orleans. You know what that mean? What? My grandmother was a voodoo priestess. My grandmother killed 2 motherfuckers with voodoo. Her motherfucking son and her husband. My sister believes she killed my mom. I believe my stepfather did it. Don't know. This ain't no game. Motherfuckers breathing because we're allowing them to breathe. Believe it. You're not harassing me. You're harassing yourself. And good luck with that shit. Feel me? I appreciate y'all for talking to me and shit. We had a little good ass conversation. You know, I just don't like guns. I just don't. You know, I just don't. But we had a great conversation, you know. I appreciate y'all. I guess I lay my ass the fuck down. I ain't been asleep in probably like 36 hours, I guess. Lay my ass down. I love y'all from a genuine place. Y'all up at the break of motherfucking dawn talking to me and shit. I love y'all to life. To life. You say you're 36? Child. Glad I mean. Anyway, I love y'all. I see y'all later on, probably today. Or some shit. I don't even know what time I'm gonna wake up, cause child, I ain't been sleeping hours. I probably be woke in 3 hours. Don't let me fool you. I'll take a cat nap and wake up refreshed like a motherfucker. Like, anyway, I love y'all to life. I see y'all later.